All right, maintenance. We have 6 hours of downtime that started. Oh shit! Wait, it started a while ago already. 2 hours and a half ago. Shit. So we only have 3.5 hours to do the patch notes. Fuck. I hope we can do that. Unless the game will be up early. Copium. Cool. Update 2361. Patch notes will be available soon. They already are. Anything interesting in the Kashope? Let's see. Cash Up update starting October 5th after maintenance. Hoggers Chain. Gachapon stuff with rewards or chances. Androids. Damn, Crystal Heart. Titanium Hearts. 0.01%. Bruh. This is how you can see if there's anything good. You just look at the percentages. You look at the low percentages. 0.08% chance for 100% 15-star enhancement. 100% 17-star enhancement. 0.03%. Brosif, dude. Brosif. You know what this means, right? This means it's... So times 10... Times 12 and a half is 1%. So 125 is 10%. So 1,250 tickets on average. Gets one of these. It's beautiful, right? Okay, what else do we have that are magic scroll? Oh yeah, those are pretty fucking base though. Trade boost potions 0.16%. Like it's even good. Bro. Magnificent Will Soul 0.08% chance. Somehow that comes up to 100%. A Hearty Will Soul, same rates as a Magnificent Lotus Soul. Okay, bro. And then Reboot gets none of that good shit. Only the bad shit. Yeah. What is the worst? Blushing Lavender Skin Android coupon, 0.5% chance. Damaged Skin Slot Expansion coupon, 0.27%. Fixed. And then coming soon, all the same stuff. Cool. New chairs. Take a load up with these new chairs, left to right. Hopping gift wrap truck, spooky maple family chair. Thanks for letting us know that was left to right. We would have definitely mixed those two up. So we got Damien here. All dressed up. And you sitting in the middle being like, okay, I guess the whole family showed up. Like some Hotel Transylvania shit. Pop-up book chair. Words are hard. Oh, it's like the fucking... what do you call this? Gingerbread house. But it's popping up in a pop-up book. Nice. And Crow and Me chair. Wonder why they called it that. Mystery. Lightning Striker mount. I'm getting some One Piece vibes from this guy. New damage skins. Golem damage skin. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually good. It reminds me of the super old school Golem pit when you went up the top right of Genesis. And you had to go over a pit where there was like a rope down and you could fall into and there would be golems there. And I don't know, my golems were like level 60 or 70 back then. Which meant that for like the first year of you playing a game, you could not, if you went in there, you just got one shot, you would just die. You would get horribly destroyed. And then later people started training there, and then you could get close to Sleepywood and everything, and they had like the Golem Forest. Actually, one of my characters has a map saved. Someone in stream showed it once, of like the old road to the Golem Forest. Which we used to train there for so long. Man. You always had these Night Lords with a fucking god complex, thought they were God's gift to man. Be like, I need to be on the bottom platform, because I have the highest attack. I have a Steely. I was like, okay, bro. And this is back when, if you were a ranged class, if a monster was even remotely close to you, you would like stab it with your weapon and do 0 damage. And there was actually a skill for archers called PKB, which was power knockback, so you could slap the monsters back so you could actually hit them from range, because nearby you couldn't hit them. And basically the Night Lords, if they wouldn't kill fast enough, which was all the time, they would just be stabbing them with their claw and doing no damage. So half the time people be like, dude, we have no spawn. What's going on? And people go down to look for spawn, and then eventually you look at the fucking Night Lord, who was in the corner with like 18 golems, like stabbing them one at a time. Be like, bro, go up. And it's like, no, I have the highest level. Bro. I should be down here. It's like, no, you shouldn't. You can't clear for shit. Ah, good times. Lantern damage skin. Okay, not the worst, but I think this will get obnoxious really quickly. At least there's a also, the difference between crits and non-crits is not that big, so it might get a little bit weird, especially if it's slightly... Well, no, actually, if you're slightly colorblind, it might be more contrast. I don't fucking know. Wonderberry is coming back. Okay, available in Aurora Barrel. It's kind of worlds only. Rip Reboot. What does Reboot get? Luna Crystal. Nope. Nope. Oh, Vac Pets? Poggers? Royal Style Coupon. Wait, so no Vac Pets for Rebooty? Maple Chic permanent outfit packages. Bro, I don't care. Limited time Wonderberry and Luna Crystal pet equipment. Available everywhere that is not Reboot. Beans. Cool ones. Sweet cake roll pet equipment. Does Reboot get anything? No. Reboot gets absolutely nothing. Okay. So Reboot gets no cool stuff. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Midnight Carnival Patch Notes. Version 236 already. That's a lot of versions right here. That's like going to heaven when you... No, never mind. We're not making that joke. Because versions sound like virgins. Get it? Halloween is approaching and Maple World is preparing for the Night Troupe and various Halloween-themed events. Hunt monsters and participate in events to raise your festival designer rank. Raise your rank for Harambe. And use the festival decorating to design the festival. We already went into a bunch of the details. We'll probably highlight the details and the differences between the information that might have been out there already, the old Midnight Carnival, old Night Troupe video, like the great video, of course, that Night Chris. Something Chris. X-Chris. There you go. Jesus, my brain. Night Chris. Night Troupe Chris. we call him Night Chris because that's his video, you know. Made complete with background sounds from Roller Coaster Tycoon. And I believe Roller Coaster Tycoon also sourced from a public directory because I always hear background sounds of like roller coasters and stuff like that in movies and TV shows that are exactly the same as from Roller Coaster Tycoon. So I think they're all just sourcing it from like a public library somewhere. But that's a really faraway tangent from what we're doing here. Earn bonus EXP with the right attractions or obtain growth enhancements like arcane symbols from the Human Cannonball attraction. Increasing your festival designer rank will also unlock handy bonuses such as a character burninator or the safety zone, also known as the no boom room if you heard about that. Special activities like the Giant Iceberg Breaker Festival will be available to help you earn additional troop points in addition to the other events. A special home story chapter is also available, leading to a new shopping category for Halloween-themed furnishings, exclusive only to this event, and then probably be gone and never back. The Midnight Carnival awaits. Daily tax. Pay your taxes. Okay. You guys paying your arcane power taxes? That's good. That's good. All right, so let's open up exclamation mark events because a lot of this stuff is going to be moving on over because we are now. Oh god, we've got to create some extra weeks. Unhide Rose. Night Troupe? Yes, indeed, Night Troupe. How did you know? Ignition? Question mark? No, not here. Here is Ignition, yes. So let's put a Nov 16 to Nov 22 down here. And add a little old... Ooh, that is too thin. We need a thicker line. All the thickness. Nope, that's actually too thick. Apparently we do the middle one. Damn it. It's gone. Okay, cool. Saved it. Saved. Boom, boom. We could show up to here, and then we'll just do this. Hide Rose. Fairy Bros keeps on going. This is Hide Row. And this is Hide row. Okay. Now we're at DI. We're going to have to at least insert one column to the right. Nope, don't do that. No, please do not do that. Hide, unhide, add 2 more. Wow, look at that, beautiful. All right, no filling for you though. For you. And then we're gonna squeeze that together, squeeze this together. We're gonna have to make sure that we make it very clear again. So we're gonna put quests in bold that give points. That will mean that it counts for daily character cap, okay? And then quests in italics will give coins. These do not have a cap, and they are once per day per world. Which means that if you're talking about coin cap, it's kind of a weird term because half the people will know what you mean and half the people won't know what you mean, and half the other people will be facetious fucks like me who pretend to not know what you mean because they know that you're technically wrong. So there will be a daily point cap, and there will be a coin cap from points, and there will be a way to get extra coins. And that will only be available on one character. So if you're saying coin cap, it's a little bit up in the air what the fuck you mean, right? So make sure you're clear there. Also when explaining it to other people, that there is a point cap per character, and there's a coin cap per account per day, right? Those two things are separate. And technically the cap for coins per character is not 300 because you can get bonus, right? That's what the word cap means. So let's make sure that we stay clear. That the words still mean what they mean, right? Can we change terminology? No. It's already proven futile to try to make it so that CH means channel, even though when you're typing it literally shows on the screen CH06, like that you're in channel 6, and people still will say CC like that's normal. Once that's out there and it's so pervasive, it's just impossible to get rid of it. Yeah, the best thing you can do is just try to stay clear and stay concise and stay like exact and be, you know, say what you mean and mean what you say. And then hope that people follow that. Capping points. Yeah, I'll talk about point capping all the time. If I say coin capping on a character, that means I cap my points and I cap my bonus coins on the same character. That means I've capped coins for that character, because that is the highest amount of coins you can possibly get. So I've reached the cap of coins. That's, if I say that, that's how I use it, which I hope that everyone will use it. And if on a character I just cap points, I'll say I point capped. And people say, do you have any accounts on Bara when they mean characters? Oh, people say that? Yeah, I guess they mean, do you have any accounts that have a character on Bara or something? Oh, people say that? Do you have any accounts on Bara that mean characters? Oh. I always think it's cute when people say like tunes or something because of... I think in World of Warcraft sometimes they refer to them as such. I always thought that was cute. It was like, aw. Aw, that's not what we call them over here. But I get what you mean though. It's so cute. See you after dinner? See you after dinner, bro. Alright. People refer to characters as accounts. A lot of stuff also comes from other games where it's just normal to say certain things. The best example of like a really silly thing that comes from other games is apparently in WoW, people say want to buy and want to sell, and they'll abbreviate it to WTB and WTS. And it's like, I know there's just, you know, different games just do things differently, but it's really fucking stupid if you abbreviate, but then you add extra words that add no meaning to your abbreviation. It's like, if you want to buy something in MapleStory, you would just put a B and then you put like a greater than mark, so that you know that there's a delineation between the B and the message that's about to come. And B is for buying, T is for trading, S is for selling. And abbreviating it to WTB, like want to buy, is so unnecessary, because if you're going to abbreviate it to its essence, right? Because like you're buying something, you're selling something. Like you're not going to do like WRLTBFY, like would really like to buy from you, right? Because then you say like that's silly. Oh, that's silly, but WTB isn't. Like just put the B, the S, the T. Like if you go do not want to buy, right? Like If you're gonna abbreviate it, then abbreviate it. Don't do like, let's go like halfway. You're trying to be polite. Nobody cares about that, dude. It's capitalism. It's a cutthroat market out there. It's also used in Warframe. Yeah, and the thing is, like, if you don't stand your ground, these like silly things from other games are gonna enter your game, and they're gonna become like the norm, and it's just really weird. Okay. And if something else comes from another game and it makes more sense, then we should adopt it, and we should change our silly things. But if a silly thing comes in, you shouldn't adopt it, and you should keep saying that it's silly and just get rid of it. You know. I think I dropped an arcane. Yeah, we talked about that a few times in a session as well. Don't say I dropped something when you got something. I dropped is that you threw it away, not when you got it as a drop. That is not I dropped something. It's the monster that dropped it, and you looted it from the monster. Just think when you're saying something. Like, it's just not correct. Yeah, apparently it's a Diablo thing or something. Yeah. But I think it's just like I got a drop is just too long, so it's like I drop. It's just like there's two important words here. That's me, and drop, the thing that I got. It's like I just want to get to the point, okay? I drop. Done. And someone is like, what, I drops? I don't fucking get it, bro. Okay, moving on to the actual patch notes. It's already going to be plenty long. Let's move on. Content changes, system changes, bug fixes. Some of this stuff is going to be pretty fucking rudimentary, and we're just going to blow through it. Some of this stuff is going to be more important, and we'll get through the details, try to come up with a little bit of a plan, try to think of some hypotheticals, answer some questions in the chat, seeing like, what if I'm in this situation, what would I want to do, that kind of stuff. iDrop, Apple's newest product. Base, dude. They should do that. iDrops, yeah. Come up with a line of, what is it called, Clear Eye or something? It's also more legible, yeah, definitely. A T for trading. There was also an L for just like looking for. Sometimes people do LF, you know, just to, I don't know what L would stand for otherwise. Leasing? You can't really lease items, but okay. I'm never going to get through this on one cup of tea, but okay. I'm already like 60% of the way down. Alrighty then. While going through the game, please identify what's better than what for new players. Yeah, we'll try to keep identifying that. Content changes. The following monsters in Limited will now drop their familiar cards. Oh, fuck yes. We're getting right into it. Powerful Ascendion at World Sorrow Midpoint 4. Oh, the powerful ones? Okay. At the added maps, 1.7 and 2.6. Okay. Wait, that's it? No Grandis? No Grandis Femmes yet, guys. Pause champ for another year. Don't worry, we'll get there. Explore characters will now be leveled up to level 10 after skipping the tutorial. Okay. And upon Explorer's second job advancement, a weapon for the chosen class will be provided to the character, and information about the final class name will be added to the selection dialog. Okay, that's pretty cool. When a cash up transfer is going to happen. What am I? Wait, isn't it an exclamation mark roadmap? Isn't it right there? Roadmap. Wow, look at me going through the roadmap here. Boom. Link to the roadmap. Bam. Control F. Transfer. Early November. Boom. There you go. Based. That means it should probably be in these patch notes as well, no? Oh, there's too many words. There's too many instances of the word transfer. Oh, wait. Hang on. Haha, I see it right here. Ooh. Oh my god, these patch notes are fucking long. Okay, yeah. Cash transfer in Israel, November 6th. There you go. November 6th. 9th to there's clearly a 9 and a 16, so I said 6th. Streamer brain. Get on it. Okay. Or just click here. Boom. I'm booming out. Alright. System changes. Cash changes in accordance with NX prepaid and NX credit merge. Oh yeah, these things are merging. True. The following changes will be made to the Cash Up. Cash Up UI, NX prepaid and NX credit balance will be combined and displayed as NX. Oh my god, it's going to be just NX. NX and Maple Point balance will not be displayed on the top bar. A new Maple rewards shop banner will be added left side. Wait, so does this mean that they removed the ability to discount your your purchases with reward points, or is that now going to be available for everything? Is it going to be available for everything or nothing now? Got some Liberation, watched the run last night. Oh, thank you very much, dude. The currency formerly known as NX credit and NX prepaid. Yeah. All my items sold in the game, social tab notification level 60 and above, 61 or above. It comes at NX for the first time. It purchases certain items within 4 days and be limited by following action for support article. Yeah, this is just to go against abuse, right? Dropping items, which means dropping items on the ground, guys. So it doesn't mean that you can no longer get drops, okay? Just to clarify. Also, boss entry items. This was pretty funny. In the beginning, it said like, "Oh, you can't drop items," and then people tried to do Zakum, and they couldn't summon Zakum or Pepelatus. It's like, guys, come on, work with us here, you know. Just taking away the checkboxes and combining them. Yeah, but in the past, it was like, if you're using prepaid, you could not use Maple points. You could not use reward points to discount your thing. But if you use prepaid, you could. If you credit, you couldn't. Prepaid, you could. And I wonder if they merged them, if that means that you can now use it for everything or now for nothing. You can buy Maple points with Steam balance. That's a benefit, though. Yeah, that's cool. Well, soon, buddy. Thank you. Okay, bug fixes. Buff freezers when not preserving the buff received from the home caretaker. Oh, cool. Yeah, that was actually kind of a thing. Canada bugs here. Missing space. Oh my god, I'm missing space? I can't believe I didn't catch that. That would be such a me thing to catch. Reward points expire from Cash App? Yes, they do. Exclamation mark reward points has the information there. The second link is what you're looking for and how they expire. Fixed issue where there was an extra character in Antique Wardrobe's dialogue. This is just some meme stuff that doesn't really affect the gameplay. Oh, this one. Tengu boss fixed. The purple aura, yeah, that wasn't showing up, so people couldn't complete the Tengu boss fight, so that should be fixed now, so you can complete the Tengu pre-quest, even though, remember, you don't really need to do the Tengu boss fight and go through all of that stuff to be able to start Threads of Fate. It's not necessary, but if you want to do the whole storyline, enable Tengu himself as a friend, so you can get the Tengu buff, of course, for your character that you can use once per day. Or if you want to do the whole storyline, if you want to get the cape, all of that stuff, then you need to do the boss fight, of course. And again, this is non-KMS stuff, so even when they say they fixed it, sometimes it doesn't mean it's necessarily fixed. I'm pretty sure the portal in Golok still crashes people after 16 fixes, so. Does if it stay for another couple of months? I don't know, weeks at least, you know? The cape is not worth that god-awful questline. To some people it is. I mean, it's a giant wings. They look kind of cool, but yeah, not worth it for everyone. There was an issue where misleading text in Star Force close description. Pressing escape key in the keyboard. Oh, yes, I noticed that. I had to like click inside and then escape. That was annoying as fuck. I want to be able to spam escape and have the screen be gone by the time I see my screen. I don't need that. So that later I can ask my chat, and my chat can ask me all the time when events are happening and what info they could have already seen from that screen that they closed instantly, you know? Let's know ourselves, okay, chat? Everyone's like, what's the next Sunny Sunday? Literally every time you log in, it's on your screen, but okay. Fixed issue was sometimes clicking on home caretaker Amy's dialogue resulted in errors. Silly Amy. It's because she's a 5-head and we can't actually understand her. That's why we get errors. Chance attacks provided damage increase to hero jobs. Whoa. Hero buff? Buff hero? Multiple jet characters were stuck in pirate epilogue. Cringe. Drop the corresponding familiar cards, yeah. Some versions of it, yeah, we will fix that. Buddy list for Ursa's began resulted. Fixed the issue where opening the buddy list as the Ursa's boss battle began resulted the game client to crash. Oh. This is not proper English either, though, right? Fix the issue where opening the buddy list as the Ursus boss battle began resulted the game client to crash. Caused the game client to crash or resulted in the game client crashing. But, okay. This is me. That's just a mental note for me. You guys don't need to listen to any of that. Leading rank related achievements were not immediately unlocked. I also got an email from like a possible sponsor, and they asked me to be a part of it, but they wrote a part. So I was like, wait, are you asking me not to join you? This is where just one space is very important, because literally putting a space between the A and the P makes that word mean the exact opposite of the purpose of your email. So sometimes proofreading, you know, if you're sending out official business emails, kind of important. Of course, I know what they mean, but I'll definitely let them know to make so that they don't ask other people in the future to not be a part of their... Let's eat grandpa, let's eat grandpa. Yeah, punctuation saves horses. Like, I have... what is the sentence they always say? Like, I help my Uncle Jack off a horse. Like, the capitalizing the J there is important. Unless you're working in, you know, in the horse breeding sector, then, you know, no qualms. There's money to be made there. I've told you guys that story of my neighbor across the street who wanted me to send her an email so she could get primo quality stud sperm for her mom who bred horses. It's a business, dude, you know. Most large animals, all of the insemination happens by human hands, or like through human processes. It's all controlled with cows and everything. Can you just start over? I just started watching. Oh, nothing important so far, except they say Tenku's fixed, and you should be able to press escape to close the news window. And these special mobs in Limina, the stronger versions, also drop the cards, which it made sense in the beginning that they didn't drop them because they're technically different monsters, but they should drop the cards as well. So they just fix that. You want my primo quality? Not much you can do with that with horses. Pretty sure it's most expensive liquid. Isn't, like, aren't there some perfumes that are, like, insanely expensive? Okay, moving on. Legion Link related achievements were not immediately unlocked and the refresh button wasn't available. I think I got all of these, though. Maybe not. We'll see. These were skills from equipable items. Let's say between login sessions as a source of unequipped prior to logging out. Yes, thank you. Rocket Punch skill prevented other bullet-based skills from functioning. Okay. And partly understanding for pickup rights was not properly applied. Ooh, I hope this is fixed for Lucid. I don't know about Gollux because that's non-KMS, so I don't know if that got fixed. But there were some areas where if you put party leader only, everyone else could still yoink all the shit. So hopefully that's fixed now, because of course if you have a system like that and you're relying on that system and it doesn't work, that's pretty fucked up. Night Troupe. Okay, can we return to top? Yes, we can. And then I can click Night Troupe here. Bam, 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 bam. Is there specific info for this? Okay, it'll probably be a matter of, I don't know, something like this, and then Night Troupe, bam bam, no italics, no bolds, insert link, bam, patch notes, go down there, paste. I might do a little bit of a line in between here, like that. No. A little itty bitty one. A little itty bitty one. That's not so thick. None for you down here. Chill. You need to chill out. I should all caps this. Ignition! So this is just the notification that you need to until November 1st. Oh, true. It's only 4 weeks. That's a really short event. Skibidi bop boom ba ba da bee beebidi boom bop 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 ba da bum do 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 bop ba da bum. Some Scorpion Venom might be, Oh, what is it like? Yeah, there's some bloods. There's like a... I think within AB positive, there's like a special type of AB positive that I think only one in... Fuck, is it only like 1 in 2 million people has it or something? No, that's probably still too many. 1 in 200 million or something. I don't know. There's like somewhere like 30 to 50 people in the world at any given time that have it. And they can literally only receive blood from those people. Like anything else would just reject. What incentive do you get from making these XLs, which helps us? An incentive? A lot of times it's just people have questions, and then most of those questions can get answered directly from looking at it. Or you can help yourself. I like more giving you tools that make it easier for you to find answers rather than giving you direct answers. Because if you give a direct answer, you're done with your quest and you'd stop looking. But if I give you something in between the source material and the direct answer, which gives you a way of always being able to find the answer in the future, I think that's more valuable. It's a little bit shooting myself in the foot, because it will mean that in the future you won't need me for your answers anymore, because you can get them yourself. But I think it's more valuable to teach you how to get your answers yourself in the future, rather than make you dependent on me for your information. But yeah, because I think that's more like a valuable skill to learn that you can then extrapolate to everything else in life. Not like limited to MapleStory in any kind of way. Okay, cool beans. Level 101 plus, start the quest in the start tab, most likely, yada yada yada. When you collect 100 troop points, it will convert to 1 troop coin. And then you can earn up to 300 troop coins daily per world. That is not a factual statement. What the statement should read here is you can earn up to 300 troop coins daily per world from points. So what this should state technically is you can get up to 30,000 troop points per character per day. That's actually what this should say. This gives you confusion, because now you think, oh, you can only get 300 Koopa coins daily per world, and then there's another quest that gives you more. It's like, well, but you just said I can only get 300 coins daily per world, so this is not true. This is a false statement. And that gives you that confusion, right? Longer in the game. As long as the maintenance, 3 more hours, give or take. Usually give. Yes, or they take, we give. Yeah. Cool. So that's just the information that you can get points. So I guess, but that itself does not give any points. So we're not going to highlight, bolden, anything like that. Festival, designer, rank. Let's get a direct link to that. This is also just going to be information, I believe. But this is basically the fact that it will check on your character that you're on, how many total coins you have received, both from points and from other sources. And then if you reach a certain goal, you'll be able to unlock the next rank. And then once you have the rank, you will get the benefits of that rank, which means access to different areas that you can unlock and where you can buy the skills. So even if you have bought the skills and your coins go down, it'll still keep memory of the total amount of coins you've ever gotten. And that number is what's going to decide whether you can go to the next rank. You also won't have to buy your rank. It'll just check the number, right? So you don't have to do like one character always capping on points so that you can afford the ranks there, and then another one to buy items with, and then another one to buy, you know, you can do that on one character specifically if you want to. But you don't have to, because the rank is shared within your account, so all of the characters will get the benefits as long as they are at least level 101 and have started the beginner quest, right? So usually these are also time gated, so you can't really rush ahead. But usually that's not super possible anyway. But let's see. Boss Mule takes 30 minutes to clear all. 30 minutes is fine for a Boss Mule, because that's like within guild skills, within most buffs. So that's usually the goal, to just do as many as you can within 30 minutes. If you find yourself faster, you can add an extra boss. If you find yourself slower, maybe upgrade a little bit more, or take 1 or 2 bosses out of the rotation. Skill will be available until November 1st. Okay, so this skill is actually going to end when the event ends, not like Tobin, which is going for 2 more weeks. To be fair, that is pretty uncharacteristic like Tobin to go on longer than the skill. That almost never happens. That's pretty rare that it does. So, once you complete the quest, you receive the festival designer skill that will grant stats based on your designer rank during the event. Okay. And the rank is, you know, what I just talked about. You'll start as a beginner designer, and you will all the way up until master. You got the best unit in the game, you summoned Death Knight. Oh, dude, I summoned like 4 Death Knights today. He's based. Him and Warboy. They're tied for best character. Each festival event unlocks at an appointed date. Okay, so beginner and junior unlocks immediately. So as soon as you have enough, as soon as you have, so you need to get 1,800 Troupe coins. So cumulative, right? Which means total ever gotten. You don't have to own that many on the character at the time, but you have had to have gotten on that character where you're trying to rank up at least 1,800. So this means at least 6 days of capping points, or fewer days plus extra bonus coins from other stuff, if that's available already. I believe the way that you can get extra bonus coins per day for one character, I believe that unlocks at a higher rank, I think senior or higher, so it might not be available in the beginning. So in the beginning, I think the only way of getting coins is actually by capping on points, or by getting a certain amount of points. You don't have to cap, of course. As in many of these events, it's not required to cap every single day all the time. If you're like, I got 280 something, right? Then you can also just wait until the next day. But of course, these are always going to be multiples of a cap. So that means that you are going to slow down your access to the next rank by at least 1 day, is if you even fall 1 coin short. That's, of course, how it's set up, because they want you to always try to max out everything, right? So the first rank up is immediately available within the first week, but you can probably only get it, like, you know, by the beginning of Monday. Yeah, probably the Monday after, right? And then on Tuesday you'll be able to get to 2.1k, and then we'll have, and then immediately they will open up senior. But of course you won't nearly have enough for senior yet. You'll have to wait all the way until next Sunday to be able to rank up to senior, right? Unless the bonus coins comes in. So we'll look at that. So 1.8, 3.6, 6.6, 9. Those are the numbers you want to remember. 1.8, 3.6, 6.6, 9. So the requirements go down a little bit as you go further. So if you're really staying on top of the ball, you'll be able to rank up faster and faster and faster in the week, so that by the end you'll actually have a little bit of time available with the master rank. So you're not like, oh, you get master rank and then 2 days later event is over, right? So they just want to give you a little bit more time with that highest rank so that you can have all of the buffs going. What can you spend the coins on? So you spend the coins on buying attractions for the park, which is basically buying passive buffs for your account, essentially. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Each time you level up, you receive a reward or an additional perk. Yep, and the design rank is shared between your characters on the same world. This is a little bit out of this frame, but we can manage like this. So you will get stats based on your rank. So beginner, which will unlock immediately, is instantly you get these stats. So 10 all, 5 weapon magic attack, 6 IED, 5 critical rate, 5 critical damage. This is already really nice, honestly, to get this for free. And so after 6 days of capping, you can upgrade and you basically double those buffs. Because it's the first, right? You get +1 rank, but you basically just double up. So you get 20 all stat, 10 weapon magic attack, 12 IED, 10 crit rate, 10 critical damage. This is already really nice to get this within the first week, I think. And if you go all the way up until veteran or master, they have the same rank. So you're not getting any more stats here between these two. But it goes up to 40 all stat, 20 weapon magic attack, 30 IED, 20 crit rate, and 20 critical damage. Which is really good. Between everything who starts, every level plus 100 characters. So even if you're going to be training and doing bossing, and you're unlocking nothing else, if you're only just doing the rank, that's already really strong. That's already a lot of stats. I should actually, I don't think I started Festival Designer rank. I think I should just do this too. There we go. Junior. So Junior gets you that mega character burn here, so you can get that within the first week. But again, it's a mega, right? There were some ideas floating around that it might be a Terra. Maple Sea had an upgrade from a mega originally to a Terra, but the base event was to just be a mega burn. So it's a 14-day duration, and it's a burninator, means that you can you use it on an existing character, right? Between level 10 and 149, and then once you use it within those 14 days, you have 30 days to level it, so you have quite a lot of time. And the only restriction is you can't use it on zeros. Then Senior, you get Troupe Circus Stage. When you come to Star Force Enhancement and Troupe Circus Stage, the equipment, including Mysterio Legacy accessories, will be protected from destruction up to 15. Yeah, so that's the No-Boom room, basically, right? Works on everything except for superior ranked equipment. So that means Tyrants, Nova, and Elite Elysium gear, which, you know, nobody's really Star Forcing these days. They're completely out of meta, so it doesn't even really matter that much, right? But everything else, No-Boom. So what do you want to use this? We're going to look at the Sunny Sundays as well and see if there's an overlap between Star Forcing events and access to the No-Boom room. Spoiler alert, there is. Which means that you will be saving insane amounts of money. And this is going to be very, very good for items that you have very low amount of backups of, or that are just extremely expensive to get backups for. So this includes stuff like Arcane Gear, Meister Rings, Kana Treasure Rings, Dominator Pendants, Papulatus Marks, Pitch Boss items, all of these things. If you have those like on your list to work on in the near future, definitely, well, you probably would have already been holding on to them. This is going to be the opportunity to go for them, because you're going to be saving the most money here that you can, aside from probably a Shining Star Force. There is also Shining Star Force coming, so, you know, if you want to save more and you have more patience, you can wait longer. But Shining Star Force is mostly if you're going to like be Star Forcing things past 17 and like past 19 and into 21 or 22, most likely there. And Shining Star Force is most likely going to be anywhere between the second half of December, like early second half of December to like mid-January, probably in that month somewhere. But that's all just like up in the air and guesstimation at this point, so no guarantees on that. This one is guaranteed. The other one is very likely to happen, but not guaranteed just yet. And then Star Force Enhancement perks will only apply through the use of Star Force Enhancement UI. The fuck? What does this mean? Can you actually Star Force without... Oh, okay. This is for like non-reboot. You can't use like the Star Force scroll, I think, right? Yeah. So if you're just aiming for 17, then using any event that overlaps... spoiler, there is one. With the No-Boom room is going to be the best way that you can make money. Sorry, like you can spend your money and make gains with the limited funds that you have, and you'll make sure that you don't get used to that level of progress, because that's going to be very rare. But it will be possible, so spend it there. Then Veteran is equipment transfer. If your guys are in non-reboot, definitely read up on this, but it allows you to basically, if you have very good quality upgrade on an item, you can transfer that quality of that upgrade to another item, even if it's a completely other item. But it'll transfer what you want. Like if you have a really good 3-line attack claw, for example, but you're quitting that character and you're going to play a mage instead, you can now get like 3-line magic attack on the mage weapon instead. Like it's a really funky system. You can transfer following equipment, so Fafnir weapon, Absolev weapon, level 100 secondary weapon, gold emblems. Like you have like a 33% emblem for a non-transferable one, right? For like you have like a 33% attack emblem for a explorer warrior or something, you know, like on an explorer. You want to put it on a mage instead, you can just get a 33% magic attack on that one. Yeah, we'll look at the dates attack, but I believe so, yeah. Yeah, so we should look at the date, right? So this is Senior Designer gets you the No-Boom. So for Senior Designer, you need to be you need to have 3.6k. So if it's just point capping, that's 12 days, starting on the 5th, so that would be the 16th. That you have enough. But I believe before that the ice thing might show up as well. But just keep in mind for now the 16th. 16th of October. March 2015, that's part of the Sunny Sundays. That's all the way on the bottom of the event. Blah, 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 blah. Sort of spoiler alerting for a little bit, but it seems that oh, look at that. On the 16th. And Magnificent Soul event. Bro, we recently had one. I have like no souls anymore now. So it should be at least possible, right? No, where was I? Where were I? Bug fixes, we did all that. Oh, somewhere here. Yes, and then reboot usually gets 100% unique scroll, but you know what they thought? 100% unique potential scroll. That's too bad. We're gonna upgrade you. We're gonna give you 10 Meister Cubes instead. And the crowd goes mild. Yeah. I mean, this is what we're getting. Hate it or love it, you're getting it. Okay. Master Designer, mount transfer. I personally don't really care, but if you have a mount somewhere, you want to move it to a different character. Maybe you put it on a character that you really played a lot, and now you play another character. You can use this, you know. And then there's a Rian Troupe title, untradeable with just no stats, just, you know, looks. That's what I think about it. Cool. Festival decorating. Sounds like it's just Christmas tree decorating, but this is actually a really big deal. So this is the festival decorating. Why are the letters so huge? Tone it down to a 12, please. Show edit history. No, don't do that. There you go. This one. So this is where you build the park. Kind of cool. Can transfer the Corsair ship mounts. Oh, that is kind of cool. So you could put everyone else in a little Corsair ship floating around. Transposing to Sweetwater Mark. The Papalatos Mark. Exclamation mark transposing for more details. So you can arrange the festival booths. Yada 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 yada. Basically, you're doing like Roller Coaster Tycoon 0.1, basically, where you're like building a two-dimensional Roller Coaster Tycoon without rides. Like putting up the food stands and stuff. Your mark? Oh, you probably need a monocle, yeah. You don't transpose anything into the tattoo, because it actually... Twilight Mark actually loses the set bonus with the ring, with the slime ring, and which actually loses you damage compared to transposing the Sweetwater Mark, provided that you get to high enough Star Force. Wow, I'm already really far down here. 3 different skill categories for your Night Troupe maps. Appearance skill change as you unlock the various festival booths and decoration. Boom. Experience zone, food stand, and souvenir shop. Basically, you'll just be able to hover over all of the little things that show up, and it'll just show you what those ranks are. God, where's the Maple Sea patch notes again? Maple Sea Night Troupe. Can I find this? Oh wait, here, I've already got him. I've got him. It takes a while to load though, because it's Maple Sea. Just so you can get a visual on it, you know? So this is one of the pictures from it. Yes. Oh, here. This is what it's going to look like. So you'll just be able to see, if there's a lock on it, it just means you haven't reached the rank yet of being able to purchase it. So you just have to rank up first. And if it's like this, that means you can purchase it, and then it'll tell you what the bonus is. Once you click on it, it'll tell you what the bonus is and how much it's going to cost. Now, we'll also see all of the details beforehand, so that you can already check, like, okay, like right here, you can see, like, oh, this costs 900, and then this costs 950, and this costs 1,000. Be like, okay, cool, I want to get to this one first. That means I have to buy all of these, so I have to, like, ignore all the other ones, and then go for this one first, for example. Or you want to be like, oh, I definitely want to get to... I don't know, the second buff and another thing first. So you'll have to kind of like math out like how many days can I cap on points, how many coins is it going to give me in which day, and then how can I optimize the EXP, for example, if you want to get EXP, or the damage to bosses if you want to do boss damage, right? So based on when things unlock, how many points you can have at that time, you might go a completely different path from someone else. Most people are going to use this event for grinding and are just going to slam the EXP for enemies. You get a 5%, another 5%, and then another 5%. Like, these are all in a row, so up to level 3. Like, rushing level 3 here on a food stand is what most people are probably going to be doing. And then trying to get into level 4, most likely. But you have, like, Monster Munchies, buff duration. So if you're trying to boss on, like, an Ice Lightning Mage or something, like, boom, 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 like, these two things together, like, Monster Meals and Brunches and Buffs, like, 15% buff duration, 30%. These are pretty big. If you're just trying to do your dailies, you can get extra arcane symbols, right? Oh yeah, arcane reviews are affected by the skill, consists of the following. Yeah, so you only get bonus symbols for the quests that allow you, that tell you to kill monsters or get drops from monsters. Not all of the minigame ones. And also if you do Arcane River Express Pass. Okay. Share between your characters and will last until the end of the event. Boom. Okay. So we have reduces combo kill orb creation requirement to 45 kills. Technically that's 45 combo. Now it's 50, so that's 10% faster. So 10% more EXP from orbs. Typically orb EXP gets more and more negligible the further you go, because the orb EXP is based on the base EXP in non-reboot, so the EXP is actually lower, doesn't scale as well in reboot, blah blah blah. It's free EXP though, so it'll give you something extra, you know. But you basically, this is like a necessity to get to the second one, because the second one is Rune EXP effect plus 100%. That one is pretty based. So your base Rune EXP is plus 100%. You have an uptime of around... Oh god, it's about 5 minute uptime on a 15-minute cooldown, right? So you have about a third uptime, like 33% uptime. Your base EXP depends a lot on your multipliers you already have, right? But I think for most people, with a rune, your EXP gets to around, I think around 300%. It's 100. Base is 100, coupon 200, MVP 250, holy symbol. I get to like 280, E-up. I think around 300. So like during a rune, you go from 300 to 400. But instead you go from 300 to 400, you go to 300 to 500, right? So instead of getting like a flat, quote unquote, like 33.3% EXP bonus on average, per every fit, like as long as you train, on average you get 66.6 there. So that doubles that part of the bonus. So that's good, right? That's really good. If you compare that to the other EXP that we talked about, right, with the other with the food truck here, getting an extra 25% across the board. That's 25 always, even if you don't have a rune, but the other one is plus 33.3%, right, across if you're training long duration. But that is if you have a level 3 Evan, right? So if your Evan Link skill isn't maxed all the way or you don't have it yet, then this one will give you more EXP and give you access to it, although you'll have to unlock level 4 before you get to the strong one. This one, you'll get it immediately at level 2, so you're only 1,850 coins in, which is 6 days and a little bit, right? You need to wait for that 7th day to be able to unlock it. But for the other food one, it's 900, 950, 1,000, 1,050. So that's another 6 days extra until you can get there. So it'll be up to you, but it's probably going to be best to get the Rune EXP first. It'll be cheaper to get to. You can start digging into that extra EXP when you're training. And then probably after getting this to rank 2, I would fully commit to this. Because, as we see here, going further into the experience zone gets you into reducing the combo kill orb more, which is nice, a little bit extra. And then extra combo kill orb EXP plus 100%. If you have the Aaron Link maxed, it's already 900% base, so it gets plus 100%. Seems like a lot, but it's additive, not multiplicative, so it only adds 1/9 of the current EXP on the combo orbs, which it's something, but it's definitely way less. You guessing he's not reading chat? Not really, because this is already going to take hours to get to. I will get to questions and stuff as you have them. And if you have important questions, you can highlight them like Sub the Gamer. I'm on one totem away from 2-6 or anything over EXP on Night Troupe, or drop items for better gains. The effects get stronger as you get to higher ranks, which we'll get to in a little bit. So it'll probably make more sense to go for the items at the beginning, especially if you're like, are you planning to stop at 260 or like? I need more details. If you're just trying to get as far as possible, just always go for EXP, right? What I've seen, the items, the most valuable items like the symbols and the sacred symbols are super rare to get, and it doesn't seem worth to go for that. I would just go for the EXP and just grind it out on any character that you're playing. Yeah, so I would say experience zone up to level 2 and then slam it all into food stand. That seems to make more sense for my situation, and I think for most of you that will also make sense if you are going to try to train and make as much EXP if you can. Quit Oz this month. Well, remember that you're going to be limited still by how many totems you have. You're not going to be grinding off totem most likely, so you're not going to be on the way. Is there going to be bonks? No. Bonks were kind of underutilized because of how they were set up, and they were basically fused together with the ride attractions. Combo Orbs decreases as a meme. It's better than people say, but it's not as good as it looks. It's not as good as it looks, so a lot of people say that it's garbage. It's not garbage. It's still free EXP, so you should still get it. But it's definitely a lower priority. That part is definitely true. And then we have, even further in the Experience Zone, double EXP from Inferno Wolf. Wow, the crowd just stays silent. And then double EXP from Monster Park. Now, this is nice, but man, you're like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,900 coins deep at this point. 6.9, nice. There's better use for your coins here than going all the way this deep into double Monster Park EXP. This is nice, but it's not that nice, okay? Cool, so food stand, we already talked about it. What is past the 10% bonus EXP? Nothing. But there are different food trucks. Oh, actually, sorry. These are... They're mentioned the same because it's like in the experience zone, but these are different. These are different different attractions. So one of these is EXP. Fuck. Okay. Patch notes. Okay. The experience zone is like all of the stuff like in an area here. So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Yeah, okay, so they weren't boldened here, so I was kind of like losing track. And then these that cost just 1k are separate, sorry. So it doesn't like all the way 6.9. It's like 3.9 to max this one, and then 111. These are separate. So you can get these, sorry, but you could go for these separately. So you don't have to wait for all these other ones to be maxed. These are just like separate little houses. I don't know which one. This one is the Monster Park one. Definitely, because it's a Monster Park taxi, right? So as soon as this one becomes clickable, you can definitely get that one straight up and just get double EXP for Monster Park. Much money for CRA Mule? Anywhere from 0 to... depends on how quickly you want to kill, but like 3 to 4 bill? Maybe 5? 0, of course, if you get all of the resources through other characters and just rain them down, you can technically do it without spending any money. Look for the Maple Tour plus 100% Mezzo income. Yeah, the there's a severe lack of anything related to content that is not available in all regions, as always, but yeah. Cool, so then food stand, you have those level 4s, really good, and then you have 30% boss damage 1, 30% normal monster damage 1, and 15% duration all buffs. Of course, this one, way more desirable now because of, you know, higher level areas and stuff. People going into Cernium, Burnium, and Hotel Arcus. That is most likely... I feel like those attractions were usually up here, like bosses, normal monsters. I think it's usually up here, these little guys. They're like a one-stop shop to just like unlocking, and then the level up ones are usually down here. But you will be able to hover over them, click them, and see which ones are which. Yeah, and then buff duration, yeah. Receive an additional arcane symbol for completing Arcane River daily quests. There is also a little bit of a meme, and we have to double check. And if anyone remembers from last year or knows from Maple Sea, please let me know. But it says duration on all buffs, and there is, of course, the fact that if you're going to do right attractions, you will kill a certain amount of monsters, get an explosion, get EXP, and then you will get that buff for EXP for a while. We have to know for sure if that EXP buff is going to be affected by this or not. Because if it is, that of course would be really good, because you would be extending the duration that you can get bonus EXP during this event. But we'll have to get confirmation on that, whether enough buff duration works on that. Because if it does, you might also change your Legion grid, right? To get more buff duration in your Legion grid. Because that would actually help you get more EXP. We can get it to some funky shit like that. You're playing Raid? Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, whoops. Almost full screened it, bruh. Gotta get that, It's stacked with buff. I don't remember. I don't remember if it did. Also, I don't think it was last year, right? I think it was longer than that ago. I don't remember when it was exactly. Might have been last year. God, the last 3 years have been like a blur because of fucking COVID, bro. Okay, sorry, my throat is getting Raspy. Trying to keep it clean so I can keep going. Right, then we have the souvenir shop. Receive an additional arcane symbol for completing Arcane River daily quests. So only those 6, right, for killing monsters and gathering drops. So that's 6 symbols per day, which, you know, Vanishing Journey by itself gets you 22 per day, right? Right, 8, 6, yeah. But then you can get another on top of it for level 2, and then another on top of it for level 3. So you get 3 per day extra. So over those 6 things, so that's 18 symbols per day extra. So if you use that on one of your areas that you are leveling up very slowly on, like one of the last ones, right, Asphero Morass, where you can get 14 per day, you can more than double the progress for those once you've unlocked up to level 3. So this is mostly for people who are just kind of like struggling, more casual play, not trying to do like any crazy hard grinding or something, but you are okay with spending just enough time per day to at least get your dailies done. You can get a lot more value out of your dailies like that. By the way, ascending Skullsworn? Nah, I never did that. I think Skullsworn, is he part of the fusion though? I think you want to keep a 1 for fusion, if I'm not mistaken. But you weren't going to work on your first level 6, you just want to get your kill to level 6 so you can start destroying everything now. Or rank 6, I should say, into level 60 eventually. Unless you have that... Do you have that legendary lady? Getting that, what, to 6 might be more important, and then Kale to 5 or something. Nope? Okay, yeah, just go for Kale 6. And then level 4 is receive the following items once per character. Boss clear count reset ticket quest or talk to Spiegelmann. So you get a boss reset once a week on every character on your account for these 6 bosses. Now, if you have a bunch of bossing mules, this is basically an extra... God, how much is it? Is it like 350 mil? No, it's more. I think it's like 400? Closing in on 500 mil. Per week, per character. It's not all of them? No, you get all. Once per character, you receive the following items. You get all of the tickets on all of your characters once a week. But it's a level 4, so you can't get it on the first week. I don't know if you can even get it on the second week. Maybe just before the end of the second week. I still have a bunch of these tickets from the last time this event was around. So I think you can get this 2 weeks only, if I'm not mistaken. But if you have 54 characters, and you can get it 2 weeks, 108 times 500 mil extra. So this could be a potential extra 54 bill if you're going to run all those bosses, of course. It's not just free 54 bill, but it can rack up to that. Plus all of the cubes and flames and stuff that... Well, not flames. You don't get flames. But all the extra cubes and scrolls and stuff that you can get from that. But you have to put in the time to do all the bosses, of course. But that is quite nice. That's free money. I think last time I did lock up. I did work my way up to this with all of my leftover points. Coins, sorry. Just in the end of the event because I didn't have anything else I wanted to level up, and I got this just one time on all my characters. But even that is like up to 54 bill. So eventually I'll be able to tap into that. It's free real estate. I think so. If yeah, I think you can get enough coins. We'll do the maths later, but. Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to make a list of to-do so I can track what I need to do exactly, what I need to buy with the troop coins. No, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to explain to you. So if you have any questions in the end, we'll go over them for your specific situation. But I'm not going to make a whole to-do list like this person needs to do this, because then I have to make like 100 scenarios for different situations that people in. Well, probably realistically more like 3 or 4. But again, I don't want to like pre-chew all this information to you and then like throw it up in your mouth and all you have to do is swallow it. That's not my goal with information like this. I'm just going over all of this, making sure that it's clear to you, and once it's clear to you, you can make up your own damn mind and do what you need to do. To-do list, win the lottery, give Scardor half. I mean, that sounds based as fuck. But don't waste all your money on the lottery though, okay? Scar Mama Bird, yeah, not doing that. It's just overwhelming when your main is 230 with 3k Legion, you don't exactly know what to do, honestly. Well, yeah, just start at the beginning. You know, how many characters have access to this event? How many characters could even cap, right? Rank is shared, okay. Do you want to cap? Do you have the time to cap? If you do have the time to cap, how many coins can you make per day? Which rank is realistic? Based on which rank is realistic, which of the attractions are realistic to unlock? Some of them are probably going to be immediately out of the question. Some of them are going to be unnecessary. They'll be very low priority, just don't even consider them. Which ones are most important? Focus on those, and only focus on those. Once you have them, then you can start looking around. There's no like event shop or anything where you have to spend your coins. You're buying buffs this event. That's all you're doing with your coins. And these goddamn patch notes keep disappearing. Come back. Okay. Baby, come back. All right, and then the last ones are in the souvenir shop is double the treasure chests from elite bosses. Or double the rewards from the whatever. Additional elite monsters will be summoned while hunting. For some people, that's even more annoying. And then plus 100% chance to receive home coins upon completion of home shopping. Some people are going to be looking at that, some people are not. You got a single I can borrow so I can tip my DoorDasher real quick. Bruh, DoorDash is already one of the most expensive waste of money ever. You're going to throw tipping on top of that? You guys are crazy over there. So that's that. Those are all the shops. And of course, once you get into the game and you can see this and you can hover over them and see which one everyone is, it'll become a lot more clear what you want to be working on and what you need to do. Right now, it's still a little bit ethereal. It's going to look like this. You're going to be able to click on it. The buff is going to be visible. The costs are going to be visible. And it's going to make way more sense what you're going to be working on. Okay, so now we're at... That was decorating, right? Yeah, so now we're at main attractions. Yeah, okay. Night Troupe main attraction. I think we can fuse these together, because it's going to be a lot of text tonight. Okay. However, it's only a 4-week event. It's going to be short and sweet. It's going to be very intense for a little bit, and then it's going to be over. Okay? And then you have a little bit of a breather. A little bit, for like a month. And then, ignition. Hyperburn, all that stuff, you know? You forgot the vegetables? Nice, nice. Dude, I always you see those pictures on Reddit of like, look at the meal I made. And there's like, there's no vegetable. Like, literally nothing. It's just like a chunk of meat, and then it's like potatoes or fries or something. It's like, bro, you're missing the most important part here. Holy sauce, nice. There's a little bit of tomato in the ketchup, okay? Pizza is a vegetable. Okay. So, main attraction. Every single week on Wednesday, you'll have to choose which attraction you want to unlock for your entire account for that week. You'll have 2 options. The ride attractions or the human cannonball attraction. Now, remember last time we had 3 picks, right? You had the bonking as well. Basically, they fused the first and the second one into ride attractions now, the bonking and the EXP one, and it's going to work a little bit differently. And then the other one with the special rewards, that's the human cannonball one, and the rewards in there have been changed a little bit. But that's like the distinction if you remember the event from last time. So you select it weekly. It says you can select it, like you don't have to, but you have to select at least one of them for any of the effects to be ongoing. So remember to select before you do anything. Don't throw up like 3 totems and then not have selected anything. I mean, you'll notice and then you'll select it, but yeah. Set to be a part of loser party. Fuck. How much is it now? I think like if you're DPM, you want to have at least like 2.5 trill burst probably. 2.5. Support probably 1 or less. And then if you're very bursty, you probably want to be like 3.5 to 4. 3.5, 4, depending on how burst heavy you are. Okay. Once you've made the selection, you cannot change your main attraction until it's Wednesday again. Okay, so you're going to be stuck with your choice. So choose wisely, but choose quickly. Nitro Raid attraction selection is shared between your characters within the same world. Yeah, and your perks in each of these attractions will vary based on your festival designer rank. So remember what I talked about is if you are planning to totem it out, you will not be able to do this do the ride attractions for 4 weeks and be able to do like a daily totem. You just don't have that many totems available. Probably. Some of you might actually, right? 1 totem a day. It's going to be 28 days. You might have totems from last month and totems from this month. You might have more than 28. Then you can just go for it the whole time, right? But then you might struggle with coupons. You might not have enough Legion coins, Dojo coins to be able to keep like boxes from Monster Park maybe to keep up your double EXP. So maybe there's going to be 1 week where you want to slow down a bit. If there's a week like that you want to slow down, make sure that that's week 1 or 2, because the effect of the EXP that you're going to get from ride attractions is going to increase as your rank goes up, and your rank is going to go up as you're further in the event. So the last 2 weeks you definitely want to be training. The first 2 weeks, if you have to skip a week because you have to slow it down a bit, make sure that's week 1 or 2. What makes most sense to me is to have that be week 2, because even though you lose a little bit more XP than making it week 1, you'll be able to go hard for a week, then chill, and then go hard for 2 weeks. Otherwise, you chill for 1 week, and then you have to go hard for 3 weeks in a row. And that might be a little bit too much, and that might burn you out. But know yourself. If you want to do all the time, you do all the time. If you want to take a chill week, I would say week 2. And if you don't want to do it at all because you're playing more casually, you don't want any of that pressure, then you just pick the cannonball. And if you're like, I can actually do some totems this week, make sure that that's at least week 3 or 4, right? So that you have the most EXP, preferably on 4. You need Mezzo for 5 and 15. Mezzo is made with boss mules. You make that income always. Also, you make the most money when you're training. Actually, throwing up your totems and training is one of the best ways of making money in this game. You make a fuck ton of cash training. Because remember, after your WSE is set, you go for drop and Mezzo gear, right guys? Once you hit like 220, 225, that's what you're working on. So that by the time you're 230, you've got all your drop and Mezzo gear and your income is based. So we can take a break 2 weeks. Well, you should already have a lot of money. It's been a while since 5, 10, 15, right? I've trained the Scardor as well. I hope so. Cool. And the weekly attraction selection was set every Wednesday. Yeah, like I already said, because events start on Wednesdays and end on Tuesdays, right, guys? That's why Wednesdays are patch days, because that's when events start. And they go a week, so the last day is always the day before Wednesday, which is most weeks Tuesday. Actually, I think if you check, it's probably every week, but there might have been one exception somewhere, so I don't want to say that. Build up your courage, blah-de-blah-de-blah, kill monsters near your level. Okay, right attractions. You have a courage gauge, all right? The courage gauge. And then when it's filled, because you've killed a certain amount of monsters, you receive EXP based on your character's level immediately. You may also have a chance to trigger the fever bonus, which gives additional EXP. Ooh, this is probably higher chance at a higher rank. Afterwards, the EXP booster effect will be activated for a short duration. During this time, you receive EXP buff perks based on your festival designer rank for a short duration. There are 4 different for the 4 different stages. As you level up your different... Just give us the numbers. Give us the numbers, okay? Daily activation is limited to 50 times per world, okay? Not per character, per world, all right? So, remember this, because what some people did, okay, major... Okay, if you're not going to listen to anything else, make sure you listen to this, okay? Because also during the capping, during the bonking, there were a lot of problems with this, okay? Make sure, if you have ride attractions selected, okay, that you train first in the day, right? Don't do your dailies on a secondary or tertiary or whatever character, because you're going to be activating some of your limited activations here while you're doing the mobbing there, while you're killing monsters near your level doing your dailies. And you're going to miss out on the EXP bonus on your main. So make sure that if you're doing a totem, right? Yes, or disable the skill, but people always forget this. And as soon as you have a list, like another activation, it's going to cut into your gains. So make sure you either, deactivate the skill, or that character just doesn't unlock the event or something, or that you do the training first. Make sure you have that in mind when you're playing during this event. What is this moments scroll? The badge? This one? Yeah, it means that you were part of a beautiful moment that was created. Moments is like a moment, basically, right? When there was like an event, and if you were there, then you get a special badge, and then you can show everyone that you were there. Doing dailies on main is not a problem, right? It might be if you're not buffed up and you're not trying to grind. Remember, dailies is IES. This is in Dutch how we pluralize, but in English we IES it. Yeah, so keep that in mind, right, when you're trading. It says it gives you EXP and Troupe coins. I fail to see how you get coins from this. They probably mean points, right? You get points from killing monsters near your level. But that's not specifically part of Ride Attraction. That's part of just the Night Troupe being out. So I don't know why this is mentioned here. This is just confusing. You don't get, like, bonus coins, I don't think. Maybe they'll explain it later. Are they really not going to give us the numbers? They're not going to give us any of the numbers. Oh. Well, that's just fantastic. Did MapleSea didn't either, actually. Visions of 3 minutes? Fuck knows. Oh yeah, so here are the pictures of the attractions for the people who want to see them. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this is what those buffs are going to look like, so you know what to look for. If you're looking for the extra bonus EXP, you're looking for this. This is buff duration, damage to normal monsters, extra elites, orb EXP. Right, this is what they're going to look like. Is Lucid underage? No, she's like a 600-year-old spirit or some shit. No, she's like the... I don't know. But she's an elf, right? So elves are like way older. They're just like, in all of the Tolkien stuff, like elves get way older than us. So that's what the thing is going to look like. That's going to check if you rate. Yeah, it just says based on your level, range, and buff on a short period of time. That's as much detail as we're getting, so we're just going to have to go in there and just preach that it's a good buff, I guess. And on the first day, I would implore at least a few of you to fuck around with buff duration and see if it does anything. I'm going to assume that buff duration does nothing to it. It probably shouldn't, because it would be really unfair if it did. But it is MapleStory, so maybe it does. So you make sure you fuck around with that a little bit. But as soon as the game is up, we'll be messing around with that. And this is the human cannon. That's going to look like that. Let's go back to human cannon real quick. Right attractions, yes. Human cannon, yes. So it's also kill monsters near your level, fill up the gauge, and then it will be activated. You can assign the attraction skill to a hotkey to slot to use the skill once activated. Okay, because I believe that's actually an explosion, right? Once the activated skill is used in a map with monsters near your level, various enhancement items will drop. Oh, so they will drop regardless. Okay. Different items may drop based on area you're in. Arcane River, Grandis, and remaining areas. Okay. The rest may drop based on your festival and based on your rank as well. So they're keeping it super vague. Depending on the area and depending on your rank, different things will drop. Way to keep it so vague that we are not able to make any kind of decisions here. Good shit. So we're forced to go off of information from other servers. The one thing I've heard a lot is that people in TMS, especially people who were in Grandis, used this. One person used this the entire event just to see if they could, how many symbols they could get. And one person who did this for the entire event for the 4 weeks got a total of 8 symbols. Yeah, there's a reward, but there's no rates on there, right? There's no weighted rates on there. So that, at least like for Grandis, definitely not worth, you know. I get 5 a day from dailies. Yeah, exactly. You're not speeding up anything here. You're like slowing yourself down because you're actively not getting the EXP, right? Will be deactivated once you've used the maximum number of daily activations, and the daily activation is 30, right? So this is something you have to activate though, so this one won't accidentally go if you're like doing dailies or stuff like that. Okay, you run will parties at 235. Most likely not. Maybe Easy Will, because Easy Will was lowered in level, so you can probably access and get a little bit of a rudimentary basis for the foundational mechanics. but not normal or hard. Normal and hard are level 250, and you deal only 12.5% of your final damage just based on level alone. So if your IED is not high enough, you're dealing 10% or less of your damage, which essentially means you're hitting Will with a wet pool noodle. So you can join runs, but just for learning mechanics, and definitely make sure that everybody there knows, if they're not familiar with damage reduction, that you're not doing any damage. That you might as well just be running around naked. You're just not going to be doing anything. Whoa, that smelled. Okay. So you can do it 30 times a day. Activation limit will reset at reset. Wow. Revolutionary. And skill person activation capacity is shared per world. Okay, just like the other one. Oh, I didn't get all the levels. No. I pushed 280. I'm not gonna say I was exactly 275. And I don't even remember 100% if it was Night Troupe, but I remember that Night Troupe was definitely really, really good then. But as far as I know, EXP wise, it has been nerfed since then. More activations, but the buff worse, I think. I think I was 277 or almost 277 by the time I started, I want to say. But like, again, for that kind of specifics, my memory is very hazy. I don't keep track of that. I don't have like a captain's log of when exactly I was which level, sadly. Okay, maybe check my 16 years of VODs, but I don't think they're available that far down. What would you yourself be working on for this event? I'm going to be leveling my Demon Avenger. Yeah, I'm trying to get it as far as possible so I can get close to Black Mage level so we can start a Black Mage party. You burned out instantly with last year's Night Troupe. It's very possible. So also be able to be flexible. And, you know, if you burn yourself out on grinding, you can always just go down to the cannon thing and at least you can get some free stuff, you know, when you're playing a little bit. Scardor's log started level 275, start grinding. Yeah, I don't have anything like that, so. So, all of the rewards. In the Arcane River, for all ranks, unfinished Arcane River Orb. So I believe you have to, like, smash these unfinished things together. Yeah, 4 of them to get one symbol. Tradable within account. Oh, that's nice. Use 3 of them to receive a nodestone, or 120 of them for an experience. This game, people who make this game do not understand how low the value is of an experienced nodestone. It is not worth 40 nodestones. I don't know what you're smoking, okay? Even in an event shop, a regular node is 70 and an experience is 1,000. That's like 14.5 times. Why is it 40 here? Why is it 3 times the value now? How did you just multiply it by 3? If I'm going to be totally honest, this should say 30. I think an EXP node is probably worth about 10 nodes. 10, maybe 15? Something like that. But probably 10. Around 10, I think. But 100... but 40? Give me some of that shit that they're smoking, bro. I want some of that stuff. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, unfinished Star Force +1 enhancement paper. Huh? Use 10 to receive a Karma Star Force 1-star additional enhancement 20% up to 12-star. 15 to get an item to Star Force 1-star additional enhancement 10% 15-star. Okay, just don't do any of this. This seems like some... This is too much. There's too many memes. There's too many memes here. There's too many percentages, requirements, reductions, amounts. Some of you fail like basic arithmetic when it comes to adding percentages together. This is just gonna break your brain. I wouldn't even go close to that. Just don't worry about all that. Do they work for arcanes? Bro, we have a no boom room. Who cares if you have 10% chance to get up to 15 stars? Or get 1 star up to 15. Like, just use the use the no boom room and the 5 to 15. Don't worry about any of this stuff, okay? Just hold on to your money, save your brain cells, and yeah. Broke boys out here need it. Broke boys gotta be just train, broke boys. Just train with the other one and save money for the no boom room, okay? Trust. I need to know if it's additive or multiplicative. I know. Karma Eternal Flame. That's probably gonna be really low rate, huh? And Karma Master Crossman Cube. Not even Meister. Not based. Confetti Peace Pouch. Oh god, what is this? Use 10 of the items to receive one of the following. Karma Meister Cube. Oh, there it is. Karma Master Craftsman. Karma Eternal Cube. Karma Powerful. Karma Epic Potential Scroll. Gold Potential Stem. One Occult Cube? Oh! You can't even give me a stack of 100 or something? Just one Occult Cube. Man, I just... Oh, what is it going to be? Is it going to be an Eternal Rebirth Flame? Or an Occult Cube? Remember, in the event shop, an Occult Cube is worth 500k, and an Eternal Rebirth Flame, Karma Rebirth Flame is probably worth about 100 mil, right? So you're like, you have like an offset of 199x between these rewards, and this is probably going to be like 60% chance, and this is one is going to be like 3% chance or something. Because as always, we have no distribution of odds here, so it could be anything. It's just a wild stab in the dark. Intermediate Hunters, Honor Medal, or a Spell Trace. Never mind, I take back what I said. One Occult Cube is actually pretty based. If it's a single spell trace, this is actually 99 times the value of because this is only 5k. So, never mind, I take it back. It could be worse. You know, I'm sorry, I jumped to conclusions there. I'll try to read the whole thing first before, even though I'm really bad at that, but spell trace is 5k, I don't know. 99.99% for spell trace. Beginner and junior ranks, adding stuff. Advanced Hunter of Honor. In addition to the other list, oh boy. Spell trace. Oh man. Imagine getting your fucking bachelor's. You finally got that undergrad IT. You've done it, dude. 4 years of dragging knuckle draggers through your fucking projects. Nobody's doing any work. Showing up for school, and you fucking made it, dude. You got a job as a programmer at Nexon, one of the biggest game developers in all of Southern Korea. You know, like world leaders in mobile gaming. And you get to code a coupon for 2 spell traces. And then you look over at your other computer screen, and there's an email from your credit loan shark for your student debt. And you're still like 68k in debt. And on your other monitor, you're programming a coupon for a 2x spell trace. And you just look out the window, and you just start thinking if it was all worth it or not. And a single tear rolls down your cheek as you just think like it's gonna get better, you know? It's just an entry-level job. If I just keep my head down and just perform my tasks, you know, maybe in 4 or 5 years, I'll be programming those 5x spell trace coupons, you know? I'll be working my way up the ladder. Okay, sorry. I just saw this, and I just imagined this was someone's job to make this item. I hope, Mr. IT who programmed this, I hope you get to pay off your student debt soon, okay? And I hope you get all the recognition in your position that you deserve. Okay. Senior designer rank, add Karma Black Flames, Karma Meister Cube, Special Medals of Honor. This is 5k, I think, or maybe the 10k already. I think the 5k might be special, might be 10k. That's pretty good. And oh, never mind. I was joking. I was joking. It's actually there. Oh no! I was trying to be funny, and it's actually real, which is even more sad than the joke. Oh god. So meanwhile, this guy worked at Nexon for 5 years now. He's worked his way up to a bigger office. You know, he's not sitting with all the plebeians next to the mailroom anymore. He has actually got his corner office now. He can actually see, if he looks out of his window, he's not just looking at a wall now. There's actually a little bit of airspace that sometimes birds fly in between until he looks at the next skyscraper over. And he looks at his like to-do list for today, and he sees that he sees that task. It's a memorable task. He's seen this before, but there's something different. And there's a gleam in his eye as he sees the 5. And he knows he knows those past 5 years working at Nexon were definitely worth it. Because he's no longer that 2x plebeian. He's that 5x Giga Chad right now. And he knows in just 5 more years that X10 coupon is going to be his job soon. And I swear to God, if I scroll down half a screen and I see a 10x coupon, I'm going to fucking scream and destroy my voice. Don't fucking do this to me. Okay. I'm still recovering. And then Grandis adds unfinished sacred symbol fragment. So don't do this because you need 50 of them for one symbol. Not good. An unfinished nodestone powder. Sorry, I'm still sick. I'm just 3 of them for a node, 120 for an experience node. Goddamn. And then unfinished Star Force +1 enhancement paper. Use 10 of them to receive a Karma Star Force 1-star additional. Oh, so that's the same thing. Eternal Flames, Craftsman pouches for the special rewards. Blah blah blah. Honor spell trace 2x coupon. I finally got saved. Wait, why did they mention all of this again? Beginner and junior designer. Oh, that's in Grandis specifically. Okay. So the exact same rewards. Looks like it. Karma Meister Guild, Black Rebirth Flame, Senior Hunter Medal of Honor. And then the remaining areas. Unfinished Star Force. This seems such a meme. Confetti Piece Pouch. Yeah, Occult Cube, Spell Trace. 2x, 5x. Okay, I don't know why they mentioned everything. Why didn't they just say these things for everywhere, and then in Grandis these 2 items, and in Arcane River these 2 items, this 1 item extra, and then be done. I don't know why this is all written out like this. This is way too much text for like no value. Giant Iceberg Breaker Festival. Big alert. This one is important because that's the alert. Icebreaker. I already forgot what I was reading. Icebreaker? Iceberg Breaker. Oh. Iceberg Breaker. Right. Boom. Because look what I'm gonna do, chat. Oh my god. My true main attractions is bold for points, and this one is italic. What does that mean, chat? What does italic mean? Gather the ice from the giant iceberg for the outskirts of Rian to build an igloo. Live with the Inuit. Beautiful. Gachigasm italic. Hell yeah. It means they're for Italy. Correct. And what do the Italians do? They give you coins because they throw them into those fountains that they have all over Italy. That's how they're connected. That's why Commerci has those gold bars, because they need to turn them into coins. Exactly. The game will end either when you clear all 12 stages or when the time runs out. It's basically just a giant motherfucking Punch King, alright? Let's scroll down here so you can see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. There's a giant iceberg, and then there's some little monsters before it that you just blow up and you just see lines of damage. Or if you're not a Pathfinder, you actually see real damage. Sorry, Pathfinders, I love you, but you're playing the game on hard mode. I respect that. Cool. What do you get? Troop coins. Actually true. You can actually get coins. You can obtain up to 150 troop coins once a day per world. So one lucky character gets to get these. So which character is that going to be? Your highest level, strongest character. Okay? Most likely that's going to coincide, but your highest level character. Because remember, the higher the level you go, and the higher the further we go, the higher the level is going to be of the iceberg. And remember, we are in reboot. Level difference penalty is huge. So even though your character might be a little bit stronger, if it's 5 levels lower, it's probably better to go for the 5 levels higher character. Your damage output is going to be higher. You're going to get further. You're going to get more bonus coins here. You're going to be able to rank up faster. And you're going to be able to buy more attractions, which will buff your entire account faster. Okay? 272 Pathfinder here. You can do it, bro. Pathfinder for life. You. I live in Italy, and I ain't ever seen a fountain. No shot, dude. You guys have those giant squares, those fucking plazas, with the fountains. No shot. Italy's has got all those fountains and stuff in the middle of squares. To be fair, dude, there's probably tourists who know more about my city than my city I've lived in my whole life, because I just go through it and around it because I need to get to places. You never tourist like your own place. Okay, then thrilling glacier diving. This is going to be a bit of a meme, a bit of a meme. Oh, I need to check one thing, actually, to see if this is available for everyone in all ranks. No, okay, so you can always go in. Starting day 1, you can immediately iceberg. So, we're advised everyone to do that immediately. And remember, if you use Kurama's Claw, you're cheating. Okay, cool. But not really, but kind of. Immoral gaming. No integrity, but, you know. Thrilling glacier diving. So this is the AFK event, right? Yeah, diving. Basically, you just AFK, and then you get points. So if you don't have the time to cap, you can always just, you know, when you go to bed, you just leave a character there. Hopefully, it's still there in the morning. Make sure you AFK in the corners, so not all the characters in the map have to be shown on the minimap. Usually, that reduces lag and chance of you crashing overnight. Yeah, and then by the end of the event, I think you can get one of these that you can pick as a mount. Yeah, as a mount, by the end. Starfish, octopus, or fish. Whichever one just, you know, dresses your figure better. It's available for those that have reached junior designer rank. And hop into one of the diving suits to automatically earn troop points. So again, points, right? So points means hang on, I didn't edit yet. Thrilling glacier diving. October. Oh, it starts October 12th. That's why I didn't, because it has to be in a different column. Haha. Nah. Thrilling glacier diving. I need to go to the bathroom already. Oh boy, and we're not even halfway through these patch notes. This is gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough. Well, I had to drink my tea. Thrilling glacier diving. That's a little bit excessive. Okay. Insert link. Bam. Apply. So it's going to be bold. Yes. Good job, chat. Because it gives you points. Yes, 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 sir. Oh, wait, no, that's confusing, actually. Because it's... Oh, because it's different... What? No, you. No, actually, that's fine. Control Y. There we go. Control, yes. Control, yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, AFK, and then blah, 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 blah. Once you've reached the master designer rank, you can get the suit mount. Okay, master. What's from that? It says it gives you coins. Not true. It gives you points. You get coins from the points, but you don't get coins straight up. Because if you get coins straight up, they go over your point cap, and these do not. These fall into your point cap. We're still with me? Good. And here are the mounts. Beautiful. Again, it looks like 14 day, but that's 14 day on a coupon, and it is tradable, so you can pick it up anywhere. Mount obtained from using the coupon is permanent, all right? Get any of these 3. They're animated here, too. Beautiful. Sponsor the festival with Barbara. This is going to be expensive, okay? But you'll be able to basically do a full map MVP for Mezzo. Donor's Warm Heart. I don't know if it's going to be named exactly the same. It's going to look like that. A little hand with a heart on it. Hard on. Got him. Increase EXP gain by 50% for 30 minutes. Based. I don't remember if this one stacks 200 mil. I don't remember if this one stacks with regular old MVPs. Well, someone will try it on the first day and let us know. Maybe I'll even try it. So if you're in the map, you'll get it. Someone has to buy it, but you can only receive the buff 2 times per day. Whether you're the one receiving it or buying it, doesn't matter. Only twice. The one from last event did. Yeah, that's why I'm hoping that this one does as well. I think it was the same buff, right? Was it the same icon? I hope they've coded it the same. I think so, but we'll see. Always want to be careful for that. 200, blah, blah, blah. Effect buff from booster will stack with similar EXP buffs. Okay, so that seems to mean yes. There's no participation limit for each character to receive the EXP rank up to 2 times per day. Remember, in the past, you could receive it more than 2, but it was very heavily bugged. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't work. So I think now they've just said, like, you can only get it twice, so that if it breaks, and then, you know that you're not going to be counting on it. The existing EXP perk will not... Yes. This one is important. Your existing EXP perk will not be renewed when... So if you have, like, 30 seconds left on one, and you go to the map, and the map activates one, you don't get it. Because you still have it. So, if for some reason you still have, like, a minute of it or something, and you're going to the map to get it, and you don't have any more time during the day other than that to train, make sure you right-click it and disable it before you get it. Otherwise, you won't get it, and you have to get it another time. Papa MVP and people AFK'd in the event map will lose an MVP. Yeah, that would be fucked. Yeah, true. Baby animal sponsorship costs 4,000 maple points. Will give you 300 Troupe coins, but only up to the amount of days that you have missed capping. So basically, if you cannot play 1 or 2 days, you can pay 4,000 maple points to catch up on 1 day that you didn't cap on points to get the amount that you would get that you missed. So it's like the same if you have like the login thing and you pay like 3,000 to get like 1 login stamp gone, basically, right? So that's that. That's that thing that you can do. Sponsor the festival with Barbara. That also starts at the 12th. Okay, cool. Oh boy. How do we do this? Boom, 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 boom. Sponsor the festival with Barbara. Yes, maybe make the letters so big that I can see them from outer space. Jesus Christ, bro. Round to go bumper car. Ooh, this is looking like an actual pretty fun thing. I hate to do this, but you guys can go grab a drink or something. I just really need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Right back to you. We still vibing over here? It never ends on time. Actually, not true. Recently, they've been pretty damn accurate. I want to say like in the last 3 to 4 months, maybe longer, 4 to 5 months, patches have been pretty good. There's been like 2 extensions, and even those have not been too long, like an hour at most. Every Starter Champion recommendation, I would do. You have a promo code right now? Yeah, I've got one. Hang on. Well, not a promo code, but an affiliate code if you're planning to play. Let's see, referral. Oh, Jesus, referral link. Does this work? Oh, there you go. Bro, just ignore all the other texts. Just click on the thing. If you make your account through there. Oh, if you pick Kale, you're gonna have the easiest time when you're starting out. I don't have Wait, do you see Raid anywhere on my thing? I don't have a sponsorship for that right now. Yeah. You can, if you use through that one, you'll be like basically linked to my account. Then you can get me some free stuff in game. Appreciate it. Okay. Round we go, bumper car. This starts at the 19th. Oh, Jesus. Even more columns. We're going to get wider boy over here. Do we just go bigger too? Fuck it. Let's do it. Round. Did you say right we go? Round we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Round we go. That's not the right. What? Bumper cars. Listen, my ESL typing, bro. What can I say? Oh, that is not the right link. That is that is the raid link. Hang on. Round. Yes. Imagine if one of my events suddenly like links the fucking raid channel. I just like, what the fuck? All right. So because there is no bonking anymore as the attractions, they thought it would still be pretty cool if people can go bonking some other way, getting those 1 to 10 levels for for characters between level 141 and 199. So there's a bumper minigame, 3v3. There are 3 types of bumper cars that all behave differently. Old bumper car is slow speed. Actually, that's not correct. Speed cannot be slow or fast. Speed is the depiction, is the velocity. Velocity can't be fast or slow. Velocity can be high or low, which means that the object that has the velocity is either fast or slow. But this is a common thing. It's like saying like an expensive price or something. I think one of them is acceptable though. People will say old age, which is also technically not correct. It would be high age, which sounds weird, but like an age can be old, right? Age is just the number itself. The person that has the age is the old one. But okay, without getting too deep into fucking language. Low shock absorption. Oh, so that means you... Wait, low absorption? Oh, that means you just fly. You just fly, but you're slow. You're just like an immovable tank, basically. Normal bumper car, medium speed, and normal shock absorption. And then super bumper car, fast speed, but so high speed, and high shock absorption. Oh no, this is just objectively better. So old bumper car is just garbage. Oh, do you upgrade your car as you play it more? You'll be signed to one of the 3. Oh, you just get a random car. You could just get a shitty car and you're fucked. Okay. Both queue at the same time. I assume that either you can queue as a party or as solo. That's usually how these things go. 3 types of rewards. Every time the opposing team is pushed outside, all team members get a guaranteed 1 additional extreme growth potion effect. Every time the team is opposed, but the entire team, okay. When all of your team members survive and you win by 3-0, all team members will receive 1 additional extreme growth potion as well. Oh, damn. So it's actually going to be skill-based? Are people just going to, like, exchange runs on this? Participation reward and extreme growth potion effect. Effect? Wait. Oh, you just get it because It's 141 and above? Wait. It's 144 and above, so a level 200 character could participate. Oh, and then you just get the EXP if you were above 200, you just get the EXP, or above 199, you just get the EXP that you would from a bonk. You just get it immediately. Okay. And then depending on... Okay, so that's just the on reward. And then additional reward, you can receive additional extreme growth potion effects up to 4 times. So, oh, because you don't actually get the potions, you get the effects. Like, it'll just insta. Okay, okay. So you don't have to, like, weigh them in your inventory and transfer them around. So you have to do this on the character that you want to get them. Okay, okay, that makes sense. You don't want to fuck around with the potions and with the different expiration dates. Just give them the bonk effect and get it over with. That makes sense, actually. Up to 4 times max from the following. Cumulative participation reward. Collect 1,400 game points to receive a super bumper card share. Oh, but by the following they meant this, I think, not that. Participation and additional rewards can be obtained once a day per account. Oh, okay. So you can... So the first one you can get participation, and then if you participate again, you won't get participation again, but you could get the additional if you didn't get that on the first run. Cumulative participation rewards can be obtained once per world, and ice pillar and ice hole obstacles are randomly placed on stage when the mini games starts to be used as elements for players. I'm still waiting for the from the following. Okay, that information is just not going to show up. Wait, maybe if I F5. Who wrote this? We should let them know. Ghibli wrote it. Ghibli! The max rewards effects will be... It seems like you can get at most you can get 5 bonks a day, which is still pretty big per account. So just one. Well, I guess here this is the ones that they are, right? Like up to the following, but the following is here. Here. Here, yeah. So one is you always get one. Every time the opposing team is pushed outside, all team members get a guaranteed 1 additional extreme growth potion effect. And then when all of your team members survive, you also get 1. And you can get the additional up to 4 times maximum. So either you push everyone out 4 times and one person dies, or you push them all out 3 times and all of you survive, or less than that. Can't you trade push? Oh, base. Yeah, you can probably trade push, yeah. If everyone manages to put all the push... If everyone just goes to the corner, gets pushed out 4 times on each team, everyone can get 5 by the end of every single run. Yeah. So if everyone just gets pushed out 4 times... Although I'm not... It says 3-0 though. I think if everyone gets pushed out 1 time... I think a run is already over. I think. And 2, 3 guaranteed. Well, that's, you say that, but it says you get a guaranteed 1 additional if everyone is pushed out. But here it says you can get the additional rewards once a day per account. But it says you can receive additional extreme growth potion effect up to 4 times max from the following, and then it doesn't say. I'll message Ghibli. Maybe Ghibli's what? Ghibli, are you watching? Hello? The This is probably the last thing that Ghibli does, yeah. But she probably was still working on the project, so she's still... Since she still wrote the patch notes, I'm gonna send it to her. Yeah, it's saying not Ghibli anymore, but her name is still under it. It doesn't say Ghibli and whoever the fuck else it is. Maybe someone else I don't think they would publish it in her name if she didn't write it. I don't know. You can just go in multiple times and you hit the max potion effects 4x. Yeah, but it says you can only get the additional rewards once a day, and it seems that there are only 2 additional rewards. One is for surviving with everyone, and one for pushing everyone else out. But it says every time the opposing team is pushed outside, all team members get a guaranteed 1. So it says every time. So it does kind of imply that you can push them out multiple times. However, it says here, an example of how you win is 3-0. Does that mean the game ends when one team hits 3? Or is this just a random example that makes it more confusing, right? What it reads like to me is that you can just push everyone out. Or do you get a point if a single person gets pushed out? Or do you only get a point if the entire other team gets pushed out? You know, there's still some confusion. So we might have to just go in and play the game and see how the scoring works, or we'll wait for Ghibli or baby Vera to clear it up, you know? 1 entry a day? No, it seems like you have multiple entries a day. But once you get those rewards, once you get more than... Yeah, so you get up to 4 bonus. So I think you can get up to 5 with this with the bonking. And then you can get a bumper car chair at the end if you get up to 1,400 points, which I think this looks kind of cool. But this is what the bumper cars in the game are also going to look like. Receive a considerable amount of EXP when used at level 200 or above. Not really. Up until like 210 maybe it's okay-ish. Once you're into 220s, this is very low. Effect cannot be used on burning characters. Remember that, right? If you're going to be mega burning. It's not best of 3. It could be. Could not be. Best of 3 could be first to 3 kills. Could be first to 3 team kills. I don't know yet at this point. And yeah, Maple C patch notes are not helpful here. It just shows what it's going to look like. And you can see how you're like sitting on top of the bumper car. It's pretty scuffed. You're not even inside of them. You're like sitting on top of the hood. And like your weapon is still like pointing out and shit. This is some scuffed ass shit. It says you get 100 points, 150 points, 200 points. Oh yeah, it's different in Maple C. They went with a point system here. They didn't even get bonks. Or here. Levels given are similar to extreme growth potion. Levels are given to all participants regardless of win or lose. Yeah, this is not helpful. This is very different. Maybe Ezreal talked on it? Maybe, yeah. Alright, Jackpot Spinner. Okay, for Jackpot Spinner, does anyone remember how this worked exactly? Because I remember correctly, Jackpot Spinner is like kind of a meme gamble that you can do if you just want to get points, but you don't have the time to cap or to train at all, and you're just like AFKing, and you're trying to get points without really working for it. That's how I remember the Jackpot Spinner, but is it just that, the Jackpot Spinner? Okay. Take a chance to double your Troupe coin rewards in the Jackpot Spinner. You can spin a spinner to see where it lands between Pepe or Cassandra. Did I just add the link? I just added the link, right? I did. If the spinner lands on Pepe, you win the game. It looks like a 50-50. It used to have like really weird divvied up things. It looks much more straightforward now. But winning the game, you will accumulate troop coins. The earned troop coins can be doubled based on your consecutive wins up to 3 times. Oh, Ghibli responded. She's going to check on the patch notes. If the spinner lands on Cassandra, you lose. Oh, all your accumulated troop coins will be lost. After you spin, you'll have to wait 30 minutes to use it again. Reward can be obtained once a day per world. You cannot spin again for the day after claiming the reward. If you have 3 or more cumulative losses in a day, Cassandra will give you 50 troop coins. Afterwards, you cannot spin again for the day. If you reach the coin capacity for the coin capacity for the day, you can no longer obtain troop coins. Okay, so this is very confusing. So let me break it down. If you were planning to cap on points on a character, you can just skip this whole thing. Because even though this gives coins, these coins go into the same cap as the coins that you get from points, right? So if you get up to 50 here, that just means you can only get, instead of 30,000 points for the day, you can only get up to 25,000 points for the day anymore. And then you'll be capped on your 300 coins from points. Does that make sense? So if you're planning to already cap, but maybe you don't have enough time to cap and you just do this and you get like lucky and you get some coins here, that means you can cap faster. Also, that means if you AFK on the chair, get some points there. And maybe do a spin as well. Maybe you get up, you spin, you go back in the AFK area, you go do something else, you're like cleaning around the house or something, you just go for another spin, you go in the AFK area again, you go cook some food, you come back. Maybe you actually get 200 or so coins from points doing that, and then you can cap very quickly that day and you don't really have to do much. Or you just stay AFK the whole day if you don't have time to work, right? So you can kind of use it to get bonus, but this is going to stay within your point max, okay? So it's not going to be your first Punch King. How hard is it to do all 12 levels? Pretty much impossible. You have to be, most people until you're level 270 won't even be really dealing damage to the last guy. And most people in the game will not even be able to remotely kill the last guy. Only like the top like 1% of the 1% will actually be killing the last guy. And most of them will be like, kind of be abusing the Kurma's Claw as well for that. To be able to even get there. Okay. Yeah, he's like level 280 himself, yeah, so you have to be super high level. Can we even get the no boom by 515? Yeah, it's possible. If you cap on points every day on a character. Even without doing the iceberg, you should be getting it. So if you're doing the iceberg, you won't be capping, but you can very easily get to like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 coins. Like those first ones are very, very cheap. Or very cheap, very easy to get to. So you'll definitely be able to get to the no boom room if you're actively playing in the event for the 5, 10, 15, for sure, yeah. Neo Magnus statue was a tank. Yeah, there was like a 280 somewhere. There was one that was really, really hard, yeah. Most of the time, they're like around 260, 265 or something. But they're probably going to be pushing that as people get to higher levels. But then the rewards will be balanced around that, right? Yeah, okay, so that makes sense, right? Then, completely different event. Halloween Candy Party starts on the 26th of October and only until November 1st. So it's a very short event. Halloween Candy Party. 26th until the 1st. There we go, just a 1-week event. Hopefully it's not a weak event, hopefully it's a strong event. Haha! Halloween Candy Party. Boom. Interlink. Bam, bam. Oh yeah, so Jackpot Spinner technically needs to get... Move this one here, we'll do this one here, make this one a little bit bigger, and then this one goes to... So it technically gives you coins, but it goes into the point cap, so I'm going to make this one bold as well, right? To make sure that we keep that clear. and separate. So 1 thing that'll give you coins that'll go over their point cap, and then 3 things that'll allow you to get points. One of those is going to be available in the beginning. In the beginning, starting the 2nd week, you'll have 2 sources of points, and starting in the 3rd week, you have 3 sources of points. Double checking the Jackpot Spinner timing actually, just to make sure. 19th, yeah, okay. It's also kind of used as people who don't really have a lot of time to play, who are like trying to catch up and not trying to play all day every day to maybe get an easier time of getting all of their points, right? Candy. Is it kill monsters near your level? Talk to the NPC. Oh, you have to get the ingredients. Yes. Okay. You only know one of the ingredients, so they'll probably be on Reddit and probably in the stream. There'll be people talking about which ingredients you need to be able to make all of it. Get the reward after making a total of 3 candies. Reward, Halloween kitty cat ears coupon. Oh. Coot. And if you do it, a hidden mission for a jack-o'-lantern mount or a permanent Halloween ghost mount coupon. Boo. Okay. Those are kind of cool, actually. I like the jack-o'-lantern one. Their burn this event? Yes, a mega burn for reaching the 1st rank up in the Night Troupe. Then there's Halloween episode, October 19th to November 1st. Oh, that actually overlaps on timing of the other one here. Right? So I could technically put that there, but it's a little bit Halloween-y. I want to save some space on there, though. Home Halloween episode. Almost knock over my water. My 140 words per minute are helping here. Insert link. Apply. There you go. Bam. My one problem with this font is that things being bold don't really pop enough. Maybe I should go for a different font. There was one font. And it was like Google... Fuck, it was like Google Sans or something. Open Sans, wasn't it called Google Sans? And it was good too. Open Sans? Was this song? I don't know which one. Wasn't there a Google Sans? I used it at some point, and I really liked it, but Black Constant, Roboto. I used Roboto for a bit. Not a huge fan. Was it Open Sans? You think so? Well, maybe. Yeah, see, it's much more clear here that it's bold, right? And italic. Yeah, it was probably open then, I guess. I don't know. This looks much cleaner, I think. Okay. This is for level 200 and above. Ooh, okay. So this is to get the home stuff. If you don't have a home yet, make sure you know, don't be homeless, forehead. Just get a house. Copperson? Dude, Copperson should definitely come up with his own font and call it Coppersons. 100%. I don't know why he hasn't done that yet. He can sell the Coppersons font pack for like $5, and then everyone can type in Coppersons everywhere. People would just buy it to support him, and he could just sell it. Copperson. Every single letter is like your Copperson cat form in a letter, okay? Make it. Get someone to make it for you, a few $100. You sell like a few dozen of them, you make your money back. Cat writing everywhere, okay? Cat writing everywhere. And then you can build your own Reddit, and then your whole Reddit, everyone has to write everything in Coppersons. It's gonna be base, dude. It's gonna be horrible to read, but it's gonna be quite something. Pet the Pharaoh. Aw. It's a little bit of aggressive petting there, but... Okay, okay. Once the scenario quest is complete, you can accept blah, blah, blah. Your character has to be level 101 above to start this quest. What? It just says you have to be over 200. Your character has to do 200 to start this quest. What? Why are you saying that the quest character has to be 101 for this if you have to be 200 for the whole thing? To be, okay, whatever. I'm just confused. Themed furnishings, blah blah blah. Build pack. Shopping time is 16 hours. Ooh. Large Halloween furnishing pack. Can obtain duplicates. Ooh, 10 hours. Big. Jesus. Remember though, if you're good at if your caretaker is good at shopping, then you could get a discount here. You have to 200 plus for the home stuff anyways, right? I think so. I don't know, actually. I mean, I can go on every character, because all my characters are over 200, so I don't know anymore. Getting 100% of the stuff is pretty doomed. Yeah, those odds do not seem like they are in our favor. Hunger Games flashbacks. Small Halloween furnishing pack, 5 hours, but also can obtain duplicates. Ooh. I would be fine if they made this longer, but then made it so that you couldn't get duplicates or something. That as long as you clicked through the whole thing, you could end up with all of the stuff at the end. That would have seemed more fair, but... MapleStory's got like what is the meme again with the guy who's got like this? He's like sweating in a spaceship, and there's like two buttons, and one is like fair or like RNG, and it's like Nexon, and it's like oh, what button do I press? You know. Can't go back in. What is this?
Once per day, and when you've gotten the reward, I don't believe you can go back in it. Once per day, and once you've gotten the reward, I don't believe you can go back in it.
Oh, that's not how it reads though. But we'll see if Ghibli is looking into it, so we'll see when Ghibli updates the patch notes. Your character goes shopping 10 times. You can accept the home Halloween fondue fountain furnishing. Oh shit! Okay, so there is a guarantee as long as you just do it a lot of times. Following furnishing have a special feature: Awakened Junshi CD player allows you to play different music based. Jack-o'-lantern totem floor lamp, and the Halloween mini lights change color every time they're clicked. Cool. Halloween fondue fountain with a small chance to receive a cupcake when a visitor clicks on it. Up to 10 candies max per day. You cannot receive candy from the fountain at your own home. You can only get 1 candy a day per character. Halloween candy provides 1 of the traits plus 10. Halloween cupcake provides 1 of the trait plus 50. Nice. Free traits. Hell yeah, baby. I don't know. This is like temporary information that the CM has to first. Yeah, it's possible that that it wasn't completely known by someone in the dev team, or that he misremembered as well. We'll just have to double check when game goes up to make sure that it is. CMs typically get very limited information for stuff like that, but they have to show a lot of stuff in a very short time, and they can't possibly know the answer to all things when it comes to like a new patch. So something like that seems like a minor detail that no one in the team thought of or communicated properly might be actually very important for the players who end up playing the game. This is important. It kind of makes it important to have at least somebody who actively plays the game and kind of knows what the players are looking for in the team. But yeah, some things can get crossed there. So we'll just always have to double check, and then as soon as we know that, make sure that we, that you put it on Reddit or in the Discord or in the chat here, so that we can give as many people that information as early on as possible. Okay, cool. And then rewards, building pack. $16 hours, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 items? Well, good luck. And this one is 10 hours. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 items here. Oh, there's some cool stuff, man. Yo, this one is cool. Yo, there's actually some really nice stuff here. I like it. Me likey. Hola, my dudes. Subscribe for tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Nice. Also, I think if you did that 5 days ago, you would have gotten 20% discount. But thank you. I appreciate that. Early grats on your gold badge. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the gang. We said hola, my dude, so that's a peepo high, right? There you go. You love the windows and the pumpkin bed? Yeah, the windows are really cool. The pumpkin bed? Wait, am I blind? Is this a bed? The coffin? Top right? That's a table, my dude. Oh, this is a bed. Yeah, oh yeah, of course, of course. I didn't see the pillow. I don't know what else I thought it was, but... I like... For some reason, I like this one. This, like, stacked lamps. The one has, like, Beats by Dr. Dre, and one has the baseball cap. I don't like this one. And the, oh, I'm not gonna lie, like, the furnace with the cat with the hat. Like, the cauldron boiling over. This looks kind of cool, too. You got a little bit of garlic. So you try to keep the... This window is really cool, I like. With the ghost in the background and the moon. Coat hanger is pretty cool, too, yeah. I think it could have used a little bit more detail, but I like it. The texture's a little bit rough, a little bit minimalistic, but... And then 5 hours for all this stuff. Jeez. Oh, yeah, so this lantern is in both. Party balloons. Oh, the piranha plants. The skull chocolate fountain. Oh, this one is pretty cool. Like the candle on the wall. That's pretty cool. Little spooky chairs. There's some cool items here. Okay, Fairy Burrow's golden giveaway is obviously still going. That's already been going. All of these effects and rewards are already known and already in game. Big ass mount. Big ass potion. Where is the big ass potion? Oh yeah, damage skin, and then the magnificent growth potion at the end. So I think I have all of these. I think I don't have this one. Yeah, I have all these other ones. These are all really nice. This one critting gets a little flower in front. This one gets a little, you know, crit punch thing and gets red letters. This one gets a little bit extra flame. But this one is probably the hardest to read in numbers, to be honest. And this one looks pretty coal, except when you're attacking bosses where you can possibly heal them, because the numbers are always blue, so you you have to just make sure. Let's do progression chat with you. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you can check exclamation mark coaching. That has all the information there, so you know where to go. Oh, Kyle already put the link for you in the chat right there. Yeah, so if you click that link, you'll see all the information. I'll look forward to your DMs, to your messages. And then the Sunny Sundays. Yeah, so like we already sneak peeked it a little bit. So the second Sunny Sunday on the 16th with the 5, 10, 15 event, which is of course going to be huge for people who've been saving up money. And again, if you're trying to go past 15 stars, this is your event. But if you're trying to go past 15 stars on something that you don't have any Star Force on yet, but it is a rare item, as long as you participate in the event, you will be able to access the No Boom Room, which will give you the biggest discount from 0 to 15 out of any event if you were going to be safeguarding, plus then the 5 and 15 on top of it. So some other options could open up. So we're going to just go through the Star Force calculator a little bit and just play around with the numbers a little bit and see what this means. So let's say that you were going to work on Arcanes and you actually wanted to wait for a 30% off to go from 0 to 15 when you were, of course, safeguarding. We take Star Catching off because you can't really realistically do it all the time, and if you keep it on, it's going to give you an unrealistically low amount of Mezzo. Just Star Catch whenever you can, and you'll make it on average a little bit cheaper, but don't count on those rates. I usually take this off, keep this on if it's an item that would boom. Up to 15, no discount, GMS, 30% off. I put the trials to 1,000 usually, so it gives you a little bit more of an accurate number. You click a few times, you look at that number, you see if it's should be pretty stable. So it looks like around 1,050 up to 1.1, around so 1.1 bill median, 1.5, 1.4-ish average. So usually I would aim, like, in my brain I would say like somewhere about 1.3 is what I would expect to pay, like 1.25, 1.3, something like that. But you see here, you know, if you do more items, it definitely gets closer to the average. If you only do one piece, you want to look at the median. So let's say you're going to do all of your arcane pieces. You're going to do all 5 pieces. Then, you know, you would on average spend somewhere around 7 bill, right? During 30% off. But now, instead, we have the No Boom event. Now that cost is actually lower, and even on the median and on the average, both of them, quite a bit lower than the 30% off. So this gives you the go-ahead, even if there is no event going on right now. But we also have 5, 10, 15, which makes it even a little bit cheaper than that, because now if it works at 10 to 11 is always going to work. So it's a minor difference, but it is a little bit extra difference. So now instead of paying 7 bill, you're going to look closer to like 5.5, right? So that's 1.5 bill saved that you can then use to get from 15 to 17 afterwards, and make that double jump immediately, right? Because that cost, that cost is about the same as getting up to 15, right? So make sure that you're saving probably around like 2.1 bill per piece, something like that. So you're looking at like 5.5, 5.5. So you're looking at like 11 bill if you're going all 5 pieces arcane from 0 to 17. But if you compare this to, you know, no events, 30%, 0 to 15, right? So we're looking at like 7 bill, and then 15 to 17 on the event after that. So another 5.5. So then you're spending 12.5. Plus you have to wait until the event comes around. So you have a lot of time in between your upgrades. So now you're going to be able to make both of those jumps at the same time. The other example would be arcanes. Would be Absolab. So let's say that the usual to go to is you take a 150. Well, let's start 160, safeguarding, no star catching, up to 17, during a 5, 10, 15, something like that. That's pretty expensive, right? That's like a 1.5 bill, 1.4 bill. Let's count 1.4 bill, right? So a way to make that cheaper is we do a 150. We don't safeguard. We go up to 15 during 30% off. That way you only spend like, what is this? 350 mil, easy clap. And then we tap it to 16 during a 5, 10, 15, which is only 40 mil. So you're at like 400 mil at that point. And then you 15 to 17 on the 160 with safeguarding, right? By just tapping it up during the 5, 10, 15 again. So then you spend about 900 mil, right, per piece instead of that 1.5 bill. You save 500, 550 mil per piece. But now what we can do is with safeguarding 5, 10, 15, and you click this no boom piece, you get this one all the way down to 0, and you click this no boom, you're adding 15 stars and you're ticking one box. Price goes up, but now you're looking at closer to like a bill and 50, right? So now it's actually about the same price. If you just go, you know, instead of waiting for a 30% off, gathering a bunch of 150 fodder, using that, tapping it up to 15, then waiting for a 5, 10, 15, then tapping it up, transferring up, tapping it up, safeguarding up to 17. Now if you just go straight up on the Abzo in the no broom room plus the 5, 10, 15, and you just click on the same piece, it's going to be roughly the same cost. So this can save you a whole bunch of trouble, right? So if you only have like a few backups of 150, and you've just started trying to build up that system, you might as well just get the Abzos, prep the Abzos, and go straight on the Abzos. It's going to be the same cost at the end of the day, and it's just going to be more, you're just going to save yourself a whole bunch of trouble and transferring over and all that bullshit, right? Of course, if you have an epic level 150 and the Abzo is not 150 yet, just put 1 star on the 150, then transfer Hemorrhoid over, right? And then just start on the Abzo. Do like that. All right. So those are going to be most of the situations. Again, I wouldn't go past 17. Maybe you could go up to like 19 or something on CRA or something. 3.5 to 4.5. Oh, sorry. No safeguarding. My bad. That's so expensive. Yeah. 2.7 to 3.5. Because if you do this instead... Yeah. It's still a bill cheaper, but you're probably going to have to wait until like mid-December. Somewhere mid-December to mid-January, probably somewhere there in that period for Shining. So if you have a lot of money and you're just trying to send, you could try it for 19 on CRA, but I probably just wait. Shining seems pretty close, so I'll probably wait for it, yeah. Please repeat that. I'm at 12 stars, everything. I was making a drink. I'm sorry, I can't, like, repeat every time. I'll upload it to YouTube, and you can also just check the VOD. But there's overlap between the no boom and the 5, 10, 15, so just use that. If you're at 12, use that to get to 15. If you have enough money, push past 15, at least to 16 on as many pieces as possible. But otherwise, just get as many 15s out of it as possible. For 1 day, no, the no boom is for the duration until the end of the event, as long as you have the rank. But the 5, 10, 15 is only for that 1 day, yeah. So there's 1 day of overlap, but there's multiple days of no boom. So, we have the 9 into the 6. Okay, so Oct 9 into Oct 16 into Oct 23 into Oct 30 into Nov 6 into Nov 13. Wow, that is a really nice change of font for no reason there. I know why, it's because I copied this into here and then it just completely loses what kind of editing I want there. This is bullshit. This is kind of nice. 50% off. That's kind of nice. This is also kind of nice. This is also kind of nice. That's kind of bullshit. Okay. So first and last are bullshit. The other ones are cool. So that's how I'm going to highlight them. And of course for here, I will click back. Sunny Sunday. Click this. Control C. Open up here, edit link, boom, 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 paste, apply, done. Check Discord. I have Discord open. I'll check it after because I want to make sure I keep this as concise into one video as possible. It's already, horribly a failure, but trying to make sure we get through this as clean as possible. But I'll definitely check the Discord in a bit. No worries. Then Shining. Oh yeah, we can compare that. 200, no star catch, safeguard, 0, 17. If you just go 30% Shining. 1.9, 1.8, up to 2. It'll be about the same. Looks like it. It looks like it'll be about the same. About the same, a little bit cheaper probably than waiting until Shining for 17 Arcane, yeah. 21, that's going to be way cheaper on Shining, right? If you're starting on, starting on 19 to 21? I mean, on average, if you have, right, it's going to be way more dispersed. Like if you make it on your first one without booming, it's going to be a little bit cheaper, but as soon as you have to do like anything, like the disparity is going to be very wide. Like you saw a 6 bill here, median, and then now you see also an 8, You probably have to do like 5,000 or something to get a little bit of a closer. So like 7.7, average like 17. And then this should be quite a bit lower. Yeah, it's like under 6, up to 14-ish. That's quite a bit lower. Past 19, wait for Shining event again? Definitely, yeah. Yep. One extra thing I will say though, if you're okay on money and okay on backups, what you can also do if you don't have the money to like send a bunch of 19s or 21s and you don't want to do that now, you're waiting for Shining, you can also get a bunch of characters up to 15 already during no boom. Specifically, for example, Dominators, Meister rings, kind of treasure rings, you can get like 3 or 4 of these items up to 15 already. It's not that it saves you that much money compared to like during Shining Star Force getting things up to 15 or anything like that. It's just that you'll probably need multiple anyway. You want to get a 21 or a 22 kind of treasure ring. You want to get a 21 or 22 Meister. You want to get another one to transfer into Superior, and you want to get another one to transfer into Superior, transfer into the Slime, most likely. So you're going to need many of them. So you might as well pre-make a few of them. Instead of just one of each, you might want to make at least like 2 of them or bonus. Same thing with Dominator. Dominator itself, Dominator eventually to transpose into Sweetwater, Dominator transfer hammer into Superior, and Dominator transfer into Superior to transfer into Source of Suffering, right? So you're gonna be getting those eventually. So you might as well just prep a few, because if you have no boom, I would take advantage of that. Combined with a 5, 10, 15, that's a really cheap way of just getting that item prepped. So that's Sunday, Sunday, and then we have Spell Trace Fever event. Of course, that's only for non-reboot. That's going to be October 28th, 29th, and 30th at these random-ass times. Imprint them into your brain if you're a non-reboot. Good luck. And then Cash Shop Transfer event, which is the last week before Ignition. And you get an entire new column. Congrats. Cash Shop Transfer event. Technically it's like this though. Trading transfer until start of patch on 16th. 11 might not even be enough. Insert link. Bam. Got him. Beautiful. Alright, 3 items for points, 1 for coins. Only on the second week, the second one is going to be available. Only on the third week, the third one is going to be available. And the event itself is only 4 weeks. It looks like we have 4 weeks of Troupe, and then we have absolutely nothing for 2 weeks, when we can just chill. And then massive ignition is what it's looking like. 4 weeks of grind, 2 weeks of chill, chat. So we go hard on the grind, and then we go hard on the chill. All right, leftover questions. Fire round, go. I'm gonna refresh the patch notes as well, just to see if there has been an update here. Oh, it doesn't say updated yet here. Dude, I'm working on 12-star CRA, Dom Pendant, Black Bean, and KT. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Can I expect pretty big gains during the event? I'll have like 12 to 15 bill, hopefully then. If you have 12-star and you go from 12 to 15, you basically see nothing. If you're going from 15 to 17, you see a whole lot. If you're going from 12 all the way up to 17, you can see a little bit more than a whole lot. Rule number 1, only go to 15 if you're planning to go past 15. Con of Treasure, okay. But if you have enough money, yeah, you can throw it into the calculator, right? See what you want to do. Oh, you have like a level 150 item. Cool fucking beans. All right, you're going 12, all right, to 17. Nice, nice, nice. No boom, 15, 5, and 15 at the same time. You're not going to be safeguarding because you have backups. Cool dudes. All right. That looks like it's only going to be like 700 mil. 3 pieces. Nice. 2.1, 2.2 bill. Cool. 12 to 17 is huge. Yeah, you're going to be seeing big-ass gains. If you have 12 to 15 bill, you're going to be able to do this jump with items that are lower level than this. You're going to be able to do that with like 15 to 20 items, yeah. So you might be able to get all of your 12s up to 17, basically. Depending on backups, so be careful, right? If you do have, then you will be doing this part with Safeguard, right? So then the price for just 15 to 17 will be a considerable more part of the combination. What else? If I wanted to make a Dawn Warrior, should I make one now or wait for the remaster? It's until November 6th. It's 6 more weeks. If you're planning on playing a lot, I would make it now. If you're pretty casual, I would probably wait. Toth, Vela, and Lil Death not available to reboot Sag. Yep. Sag. What up, Kanzi? How you doing? I have about 10 Dom pendants and 5 Meisters and materials. Should I get them all to 15 no boom room? I don't know about 10 Doms. Maybe like 2 Doms, 2 or 3 Doms is probably what I would do at least. For Meisters, I would do all of them, yeah. There's a good chance that you're gonna boom some stuff up there. And as long as you're not Star Forced up yet, you don't have to worry about the trace transfer. You can just start right up on a 15 again, save you some money and some time later. Because remember, like up to 15, even on like a level 150 items, 0 up to 15, no safeguard, no boom, 5, 10, 15. Like you're spending like 400 mil. Like this is going to be, you know, no-brainer money, right? If you're working on that kind of stuff. Not sure if you mentioned it, but when to choose for cannon for the drop rate or for the EXP. If you don't have a lot of time to play during the day, you're not going to do like whole totems and stuff. You're just doing your dailies basically. I would probably pick the totems just so you can get some extra totems, the cannon, sorry. So you can get some extra rewards while you're doing dailies. And if you're really going to try to train somewhere, just pick like 1 week where you want to do all your training. And then for that week, just pick the attractions. And then for the other weeks. And if you're going to do that, try to pick the attractions for the EXP. Whatever your goal is, right? If your goal is to get as much EXP as possible out of just 1 week, then make sure that that's the last week, because then you'll have the highest rank, so then your buff will be the best. If your whole goal is just to get as many extra bonus rewards out of it, then make sure that you have that on the last week. The last 2 weeks specifically are going to give you the biggest reward, so pick whatever is your main goal for your account around that time. Someone in the early game, should I use this event to level mules from 140 to 200? Use it for whatever makes sense for you, yeah. In terms of like what my advice would be to spend your time on, in all cases, check exclamation mark progression, right? Look at all the look at all the beautiful numbers in there that keep track of where you want your damage to come from and which metrics, which milestones you want to be roughly hitting. And wherever you feel like there's the most room between where you are right now and where the metric kind of says where you roughly want to be, that's where spending your time will be the most efficient for your time, right? You'll get the most efficiency out of your time, the most bang for your buck, whatever, most value out of your labor. So that would be my like general advice for any situation you're in. If you find yourself being here and you have like a 1k legion, there's probably a whole bunch of gains you can make there, yeah. But if you really like your main, you really like grinding your main, then, you know, and you have totems, fucking go for it, dude. Do anything to 16 if you can reach. Yeah, so if you don't have enough money to go all the way to 17, at least make sure you cap all your 16s, and then, you know, you can safeguard to 17 as many times as you have available, but definitely get your guaranteed 16s in. That's going to be more gains than trying to, you know, chase the 17 over and over and over if you're limited on cash. Cash up transfer, transfer from Explorer to Cygnus Knight. Every Cygnus Knight can get it, right? Yeah, you can. So if you're going to be creating a character later, transfer it now to a character that shares cash up inventory with that character. You can check exclamation mark CS transfer to see that list. And then when the character is created later, they can just pick it up from the cash up, even if it didn't exist at the moment of the cash up transfer, correct? Which would you hyperburn? That's a very, very specific to your account kind of question. Priority would be a main if you don't have one, side character if you want one, high level bossing mule if that's necessary for your account, or just like a very high level character for your legion / link skills. That would be the priority I would look at. If you don't have any in that group that you want to work on, then you go to the next group and see what makes sense there. Is it worth using one arcane piece when I have 5 Abzo? Yeah, the weapon. The weapon is the only piece I would really say it's worth switching to. Technically, every single piece would be an upgrade, but it wouldn't be as big of an upgrade switching over if you don't at least have the weapon going as well. For the festival designer skills, we can only choose 1 out of the 3 to activate. The festival designer skills. No, the designer skills is that you can unlock the little houses, right? All of those little houses. 2 of them are going to have tiers from 1 through 4. The buffs are going to look like this when you click on them. But all of these houses can be unlocked, but they all have different costs. So it's going to be up to you which buff you want for your account. This is the building. This is like the designer part. So I believe these are the 2 that oh yeah, this is the one with oh, I just noticed the fucking pictures on top of them. I'm absolutely stupid. Okay. So this is the one with extra EXP, this is the one with the rune, this is the one with the buff duration most likely, right? This is boss damage, normal monster damage, right? It's right on top of it. I don't know how I missed that. I'm, you know, details. When does the servers are up again? When will the servers be up again? You can check exclamation mark maintenance, and then you will get a link to the website where the time is available. I believe it should be up in 1 more hour. Cannot decide choosing EXP or item. If you can't decide between EXP or item, then just pick either one. Just remember, if you don't pick either one, you're losing out. So you might as well just pick one, at least you're gaining something. And then after the first week, just look at what you got and see if you want to keep doing that or if you want to switch to the other one. Just don't get too down on yourself. How many notes can we get? We don't really know. Those numbers are not really known. So right now, it's not a big deal if one of your weeks you're not getting like the ideal thing that you want to get. Because we don't really know the numbers, right? And we're working with limited information. So the first week is also the least important one because the effects get bigger the further you go. So if you wanted to see your first week as just like a test week, right? Just see it as that and then learn from it and then pick accordingly because you have 3 more weeks to go very hard. Was recommend for how to level up accessory crafting to Meister? Yeah, exclamation mark Meister. Craft rings. Yeah, so definitely get working on Meister and crafting and leveling up your rings. Yeah, the Meister part is in like the second part of the video. Is smart to do bumper cards on your main for the coins, or should you just do them on my Legion mules to get... There are no coins from the bumper cards as far as I know. Or unless I missed that. No, see, coins come from Iceberg Breaker and points come from Night Troupe main attractions, Thrilling, Glacier Diving, and Jackpot Spinner. The bumper cards really just give you the bonks. And then points. Those points are different points though. Those points are just bumper car points, like game points. And the game points can get you the mount at the end. That's not connected to the Night Troupe points at all. The Dharma almost gets me. I put that in so long ago that people now think like, wait, has it actually been announced? And because that date is actually coming like closer. It's like, no, that it's just like a random date I put in like 4 years ago. Well, if you're crafting, Kyle, don't forget to make the face accessories or eye accessories. They give you a lot. They're very cheap on resources, and they give you a lot of EXP that you can make on top of the items. Cheaper in resources than the Emerstones, I think. How'd you use the progression sheet if you don't have a main stat like Demon Avenger? Main stat. For Demon Avenger, HP divided by 22.5. For Xenon, Strength X plus Luck divided by 0.7. Although I have heard 0.6. Are any Xenons in the chat? Can anyone confirm? Late 9 game potential badge makes a big difference in stat total here. I see a potential badge and let's say Maple Warrior Oz Ring. Total stat here. Interpret the endgame start and max accordingly. So make sure that if you check there's a little black corner here, then hover over it for extra information. There'll be a lot of extra stats here that will give a little bit more context to the numbers. I sent a comedic MapleStory video and YouTube reacts. Okay. Yeah. Good luck. Only thing is crafting down for some stuff. The cooldown. Yeah. Cooldown is annoying. Yep. With reason some of the other games obtaining fodder, i.e. max level 1, then evolve to 2-star, max level 2. Kind of, but after a certain point, you'll get so many 2s that you don't really mess with the 1s anymore. You just kind of skip that jump, unless you're really trying to max out on making as much food as possible. And also, once you're leveling like the higher level areas, you'll get so many of the shitty shards that you could just make as many as you want, and you don't really have to buy any of the champions from the shop anymore either. But once you have a lot of money, and you want to maximize your food, you want to buy all of them from the shop again, just to make as many characters as possible. Because it does add up. You can get a whole lot of 3 stars and a whole lot of 4s into 5s. If you think about it, you want to make 1 6, you need to get 6 5s, right? 6 5s, and every 5 is 5 4s. So you start multiplying, you're looking at like 240 2s, I think, right? So 6 times 5 times 4 is 150. 153s is what you need for 1 6. So it's like kind of crazy. No, you need 4. Wait, 4 3s for a 4. 5 4s for a 5. And then 6. So 4 5 6. Yeah, 120, yeah. Not 150, 120. Yeah, do you go for max level 1s? Or go for max level 3? Wait, do you go for max level 1s or go for like max level 3 to upgrade more? What is that in, what is that linked to, device? Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. That's probably from a while ago too. An hour, how does the up server again time soon? Nice, thank you. I go sleep. All right, see you when you wake up. You can choose the same main attraction for all 4 weeks. Yep, every single week you can just choose whichever one you want. You can do the same one. You can change every week, whatever you want, up to you. Always use Meister cubes for unique. I like to use Meister cubes for 2 things: tiering up from epic to unique, and for re-rolling within legendary. That's where I like to use them. I usually don't use them on unique, unless I really want to go to legendary. Because if you use them on unique to re-roll, and you don't have the funds available to make use of legendary if it does happen, when it does tier up and you don't have any cubes, you might actually end up less than with a nice roll in unique. It might actually be a blessing in disguise. Actually be like failure and success there. Are the coins only for upgrading buildings, or is there an event shop? Only for upgrading buildings. Was there 4 years ago? I think at least 3 years ago, yeah. Xenons, yeah, Xenons are there as well. Item attraction is not worth it. You get 70 total item pieces per week, and they're random pieces. If you grab experience and actually do a totem, you'll get more nodes in the 2 hours. I think so too. It's going to depend a little bit on your drop rate, which area you can kill, whether you have totems, blah, 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 blah. I think it's mostly, like I said, I think it's mostly for people who are just kind of, they're just doing their dailies, but they're not really actively playing the game right now. They're just doing dailies and logging out. Maybe the rewards, the cannonball can be worth it. If you're just not really focused on EXP and you're going to be switching maps all around and everything. But for most people, I think I would pick the EXP because you're probably grinding on your main, probably throwing up a totem, right? So if you're really wondering which one you should pick, you probably want to pick the reward one. But if you even know that you're going to be training remotely, I would just pick the EXP. That's going to be my general advice. Only have like 3 primals, not even going to bother with Meister yet. We got 8 Kana rings for that. Yeah, remember, you can equip both though. You can equip a Kana and a Meister, and then a Superior, and then either a Reinforced or an Oz ring or a Slime. Like, you want those to be your rings. You'd rather want to get a High Star Force Meister than a High Star Force Reinforced, because they're going to be way cheaper to get that in terms of resources. I'm making 3... kind of, yeah, 3 Meisters is not going to be a guarantee you get 1 High Star Force, but it's going to be a decent chance. How to calculate functional damage? Damage plus boss. So if you look in your stat window, it's going to be your damage, your damage number, and then your boss damage next to it, added up together. Remember though, remember though that you might have to walk around the map and be attacking and be in combat for a little bit to get your real damage percent. Because if you're using like the Ilium link, the Arc link, if you're using the fucking damage on debuffed or on targets, like the Cadena link, right? You might have to add some percentage to it. So you might have to really look through your stuff and know which ones you have to really know the accurate number here. It's not just the visual in your stat window. I think it's worth going to Cernium if I had 260 in the middle of the event to take advantage of the EXP buff, even if I have damage. If I have to use damage gear to one shot. If you can do it with damage gear, I would, yeah. But unless you're really like my DA was able to do it, but I was full 20. I had some 22s and I was 21 arcanes before I could like barely one shot with like a lot of my 9k Legion helping me. So if you could do it, yeah, but there's a good chance that as soon as you reach 260, you're not going to be able to properly train in the area. Although maybe even at like 2-shotting there, you're probably still going to get the same EXP rates as in Limina, and Limina is going to be completely full. So it might still be okay to better get any rates than none. That or go in off-meta Limina and maybe even Labyrinth maps, just so you can still get familiars, you know? Struggling campaign now and stuck on stage 4 of the... Okay, KL upgrades. Yeah. 4-star, 5-star, 6-star KL, then you're chilling. Epic Gamer Moments. Thank you, Ben, for the 9 months. I really only need to coin cap on one character. You can only coin cap on one character. The other characters can only point cap. But yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to buy your rank ups. You only buy your attraction ups. How many dailies worth it is you think? Level 3 or 4? My DA is level 4 now. But yeah, it levels very slowly. The first 2 levels are fast and then it's really slow. How many items can I transfer between characters? During cash shop transfer, unlimited. You just go into the cash shop, you right click an item, and you click which character do you want to send it to, and it sends it to them. Boom. For capacity day, you don't need to cap on each character. You benefit of 50 triggers for right attraction, 20 triggers for cannibal rise. Basically, you can cap with a character that can kill fast in either option. Yep. Patch did say that they added familiars to more limited maps, so maybe off meta, not as bad. Yep. Alright, I caught up to all the questions. Make sure you check out !events for the updated event calendar, and then start planning. Look at the events, click them, read through them. If you don't understand anything, I'll be answering more and more questions as we are chilling in the chat right now. But I'll end it for the video here. If you have any follow-up questions, of course, you can ask them in the YouTube comment section. But better yet, find me, twitch.tv/Scardor, find me live streaming, and just ask me in person, and I can give you a full answer immediately. You don't have to wait for the delay of YouTube and all that stuff. So thank you for watching. Check out the links, and enjoy the Night Troupe once it goes live, and the Halloween stuff. All right, thanks for watching. Boom.